call me slipstick. I'm red, don't pull toe, yeah. My color makes they call me Coverland, hey. Backside the ones I call you fire play, hey. Light it great, know my body coming our way. Last stay here to get on muddy north. Hope she killing less neck. Crippin' no more creatures, but got a pick in this neck. Can't rhyme with they love, ain't business clear. Tales been spent so in the kitchen. Next, now I gotta crowd my time and he make you alright. Leaving my learning these hoes of a game, right? Need you ever talk about you on face and pay?
My theme music.
My viewers forever. We're here, everyone. We're here. Big up to everyone. Still feeling a bit poorly, but we're here. We're here. Hope everyone's good. Still hot. Hence why the towel's still here. Good morning to everybody. Afternoon, evening, wherever you are around the world. Hope everyone's good. Yeah, feeling a bit rough. But we're here, baby. We're here. Friday, 14th of August. Time just ticking along, ticking along, ticking along. Been having some issues with YouTube, like I told you, I believe, yesterday or the day before. Still trying to get through that. But we're here. We're here. Make sure that you're liking the video, sharing it out. Still drinking coffee. So you know I ain't been up for very long. Big up to you, bro. Shared the live out. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Jam Boy. Salute to you as well, bro. Hope you're good today. Same for Qadsiah. Big up, big up. There's Jam Boy's link. Appreciate that. Aussie Ange is in the building. Hello, Your Excellency. Arteta needs to just play a second string team. Wait for the Community Shield. On Sunday, Shay messaged me about Lethal Reaction. And I'm like, for what? But it's for the Charity Shield, Community Shield. You know, some people trying to gear up like it's an actual trophy is idiots, including the manager trying to say we've got a final to play. Dickhead. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Mad. But yeah, you know, is it going to matter if Arsenal win it? Of course not. It don't matter, period. So yeah, we should pay a second string of all the kids, but he probably won't. Do you know what I mean? He probably won't. We've not looked any good in pre-season whatsoever. You know, people trying to go, oh, well, we won the league last year. It's not, I don't, twice in a row, I very much doubt it, bro. Playing like this, horrible. Big up to you though, Aussie. Hope you're well. More from Qadsiah there. Links. Big up to Viewz. Big up to Andrew. Hope you're well today. Big up, my bro. Hope you're good. But Henry Wright is close friends with Terry Flint. Maybe. Maybe. It's not hard to make out because they've been on the same thing together. There's Andrew's link as well. Big up. Sean's in the building. Afternoon Views. Hope life is treating man them okay. Liked and shared good stuff. Standard. Anxious today. Hospital appointment at 2, which is not far away, is it? Hospital trips, man. It's never good, is it? But hopefully everything will be all right. And you've only got 2 hours. Once that comes and goes, it will be over with, innit? You know what I mean? I have anxiety about the flipping panel shows, and then I'm starting, and then there's 2 people in the building. Like, it's mad. So we got anxiety for different things, but I'm sure you'll be all right. There's his link as well. Big up to you. Big up Qadsiah. There we go. More from Qadsiah, more from Sean. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anyone else. Joseph's in the building. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well, bro. Big up to you. Always good to have you in. Hope you are good. Let's make sure we're liking and sharing the video. Godfrey's in the building. How you doing today, my brother? Hope you're well. Big up Viewz in the community. Yes, man. Big up to Andrew Hyper's in. This is why we keep going to see if we ain't missed anyone. Hope you're well today, my brother. Members links. Appreciate that. how we feeling about the Kwanzaa movies. I've woken up to something different. What did I go to? What did I go to sleep hearing about Kwanzaa, not Kwanzaa? Again, I just think that we're slow. I think we're slow. I think there's no plan, and every single thing we do in the market kind of proves to me that there's definitely no plan. Kwanzaa, like really, I can't believe what I'm hearing, bro. I don't want to hear about none of these deadbeats. But this is where we are in football. Konza, Stones, Mavropanos, Wan-Bissaka. What the fuck are we doing? I don't want none of those players. Even if it's just for a little, I don't want no players. I don't want to be wasting money. We already wasted money on Meslier, bro. Every transfer window, this guy's got to buy a defender, a goalkeeper, or both. You've already got your goalkeeper. We didn't need him. Shane sent me a thing the other day. There was like 4 goalkeepers in the fucking team. Like, what are we doing? 4 of them. You went and got Meslier. We didn't even get rid of no one. No Kepa, no Setford, or whoever's still left. He wants to go on loan. Who cares? Do you know what I mean? I don't care if you want to go on loan. But if you're contracted to us, sit down and wait for your turn, innit? There's no way we should have went and bought Meslier, but we did. So he was free. His wages ain't free though, is it? There might have been signing on bonus. We don't even know. We've spent money where we didn't need to, is what I'm saying. What team needs 4 goalkeepers? Welcome to Asna. Welcome to Asna. You know what I'm saying? Absolute joke. We're basically middle of the month. You know, we start in, 6? We start in 7 days. And we've only done one thing that we needed to do. And that was hopefully get Declan Rice some rest. I can't even rely on Guimaraes to do that, though. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Arteta will buy this guy and then probably play Zubamendi in front of him or something. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm trying my hot fucking Arteta, bro. Kwanzaa, like, Jesus Christ! I don't think anything can surprise me anymore. You know, we've been linked to Kuti, Romero. You know, we've been linked to everybody, bruv, and none of it really comes true other than the Bruno deal. Romero's gone Atletico. I think that's a good move for him. Madness though. Tijjani Reijnders going to fucking Saudi. Are you kidding me? I would have taken him. They probably wouldn't have sold him to us. But how long's he been there? A year? But they're gonna get like 50, 60, whatever million. Now, whether you think Reijnders is good or not, is whatever, and it's same for me. They obviously don't. 1 year and they're getting rid, but yet we must continue with Madueke. I fucking hate this club, bro. Do you know what I mean? I do. Reijnders, like we could have done with him. God knows where, but good players, innit? At least he's going and he's going to Saudi. But that's what I'm trying to say. All these people, Jesus, Havertz, oh, do we need to sell them? Sell them to who? Saudi do not come for our players. Nobody does unless it's peanuts. What was the big thing yesterday? I tried to go on Ornstein. I tried to go on Fabrizio. I didn't see no news about it. But yeah, everyone's talking about the offer that we got from Galatasaray. What on earth, bro? I told you, bruv, not even 40 million for Martinelli, who's 25, by the way. A Premier League and winner, Champions League finalist. Look at all the rest of the wingers that are going for mad peas. But this is Arsenal. I told you, it's not just only that we're bad at selling, but our talent ID is in the bin. Nobody rates our players as much as the manager and as much as these cult lemon fucking gays that follow him and whatever he says. These players are not that good, otherwise people will be beating down our door for them. Martinelli in today's market, really and truly, it should be like minimum 60. These man didn't even offer 40. All this we're gonna get 70 million for Trossard and Martinelli. And to be fair, in this day and age, you probably try and Martinelli should get sold for 70 million. That's not gonna happen. Not Trossard, obviously, but I told man, ridiculous, bro. Yeah, we're gonna get all this money. Let's see. What do we get? Peanuts. I told man. It's ridiculous, bro. Big up to Compost. Jim Glazer must think you get reduced stickers on players. I'm telling you, bro. You know, the little orange stickers at the end of the day. That's what they think. I know Arsenal's waiting for that shit. And it's embarrassing, bro, after winning the league. I'm not asking for 6, 5, even 4 players, but I do want 3. And I want them to be bad boys. And you've already failed. You've already failed. Meslier, fucking Solis, and Guimaraes. That's the 3 you went and bought. Guimaraes is the only one that improves the squad. The rest of these guys, Should have just kept who we had, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? Big up to Compost. Enzo Maresca said the same thing. It's a final in his eyes as well. These guys are all clowns, bro. These are people that don't win regularly. Do you know what I mean? Honestly. But even still, like when Pep left, they're trying to add all these community shield. I'm like, brother, if you can't add those. Do you know what I mean? They're not even trophies, bro. They're not real. It's a friendly. I had dickheads talking about Community Shield being a super cup. It's like, bro, get your head out of someone's art. I don't know whose arse is in, but you've got shit all in your eyes, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Community Shield is a trophy. Behave yourself, man. You know what I mean? It's a trophy to Arteta, though, clown. You don't get opportunity to win much, does he, dickhead? As much as he should. 1.5 billion in 7 years, brother. Big up to Rican. Hope you're well, bro. Everyone subscribe. We do already. Big up to Rican. Options are dead. We even tried to sign that scrub. I mean, I don't even think we did. I don't believe nothing until I see something happening, because Arsenal is linked with everyone and their mum. It's Arsenal. We always need someone, don't we? So always going to be linked with someone. And like I said, if I don't hear it from the top tiers, bro, I tend not to even listen. You know what I mean? I've been seeing way too many people like making videos with some tier. You can't even say tier 1. What are they, like fucking tier 10 or something? It's like, how are you making videos off the back of that? Someone's clearly just made that up, bro. And here you are making videos about it. So some content creators need to find shame. But I'm saying all of that, I might have to do the same shit myself. Because like I keep saying, the 12 o'clock time now is becoming too busy. There's bare people just trying to do this early morning thing, when it was me that basically started it. But I didn't even have a time. I'll just wake up and go live. It was always in the morning. And now we've got loads of people in the morning, early afternoon. We get back again all the time. Football with Ends goes live a lot of the time now at 12 or 12:30, where it weren't before. Lee sometimes goes live at this time. So it's like when these channels decide to go live, it's going to mash up smaller people's lives, because obviously they take all the people, didn't they? So there's a lot of things, like even if I move from 12, move to what time? Do you know what I mean? Because the YouTube's too saturated. And what's winding me up as well, guys, is that they, from February next year, it's already happened now, but they're changing everything. I told you, they're now sending me the little amount that's coming into my bank, like I wasn't a partner to begin with. And I've been a partner for nearly a year in September. YouTube is taking the piss. So you lot just think I'm moaning and being negative. No, they are taking the fucking piss. Small content creators are going to get fucked over like they always do. And of course, they're siding with the big cunts. And then the thing is, they're not going to tell us, oh, close down your channel and find another platform. They're still going to make money off of us, innit? But they're just not going to pay anybody. There's a lot of things going around YouTube with all of that now. YouTube are taking the fucking piss, bro. The biggest platform on the planet. And they just fill up with greed. It's just tube. There's nothing you about it no more. You got a problem like I have, I can't even speak to no one. I'm speaking to bots. Do you know what I mean? And then on top of everything else that other people do, don't even support my club, but all you're doing is making videos. Fuck it, innit? If I'm still struggling by the time the Premier League starts, I'm doing what I need to do, innit? Simple as. Osherman will be a fantastic transfer to Arsenal to win the Champions League. Unique quality players. Osherman has done it at the highest level. And you know what's so funny though, bro? I was mentioning Osherman like last year before we even bought Gyökeres, but everyone would tell me he's got too much of an attitude. Views. Why has no one bought him? Views. So this is what gets on my nerves as well. And then the moment we're actually linked with the player, then everyone's like, oh, how good of a player he is. I'm not saying it's you, Roy. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is I've heard this so many times, right? When we're linked with the player. But before, when I'm mentioning the player, everyone's like, oh, I don't know, he might be a bit too much. Views, the attitude, Views, this, that, and the other, Views, his wages, Views. Shut up, man. And now we're looking at Osherman. No one's going to be saying none of those things. We should have got him last year. We should have bought him and Gyökeres. But this club's stupid. Like, I'm just a dickhead at home, moaning on the internet. These men get paid hundreds and thousands, like the little toppings you put on your dessert, and they ain't got a clue. They ain't got a Scooby. They haven't got a clue, bro. Where's our staff? Out to lunch forever. They haven't got a clue. I've been talking about Osherman for so long. I even said last year, even with Arteta's dead system, that's not good, but he's not going to change it. Osherman would fit that system. even more than at Alvarez. I've said all of this. Everyone just said, he's got an attitude. And now people are like, oh, Osherman, right? But to be fair, we're just looking desperate in the market anyway. We're looking desperate in the market. We're just looking desperate altogether. And that's a sign of just not having no plan, my people. No plan. Just winging it. And that's all they're doing. Just winging it. Looking in the recycling bin for defenders again, yeah. And look at Chelsea, bruv. Badiashile going to Napoli now. Well, going for I'm getting pissed off with Napoli, and I'm gonna have to talk to Tijjani, bro. What the fuck's going on? You got rid of Lukaku, and now you're telling me what? No Jesus until you sell more players. You were just saying we got to sell Lukaku to get Jesus where you sold him. Why is Jesus still here? Don't get me pissed off, Napoli. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't get me pissed off, bro. Hurry up and come and take Jesus off our hands, bro. Yeah, but you're getting rid of Lukaku and then you're going to get him. You're going to give Chelsea more money again. They've got enough fucking money, bruv, from sales. We need something. God knows what we'd even get for Jesus, 5 million. Do you know, I'm just more get the 265 off of our wage bill. Feran Torres, bro. He's not the goal, scored the final goal in the World Cup final, bruv. He's been sick for Barcelona, and they're just shipping him out to PSG. What's going on there? I don't know. Maybe he's not a starter. I don't watch Barca week in, week out. No one wants to leave Barca or Real Madrid. Well, he is. Ferran Torres, by the way, to go to PSG to play week in, week out in France. Dead. But that's what he's done. Maybe he wants the Champions League. They've got a chance of winning it. They've just gone back to back. I think it's only Real Madrid that's won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Excuse me. So they're trying to make history, aren't they? They're trying to make history. So yeah, man. Lots of changes obviously coming up for the season. God knows. Things do need to pick up though, because if they don't, like I keep saying, it's going to be hard to continue as it is now. But yeah, big up to Andrew, my bro Recon, big up to Godfrey, big up to Carl. Should have kept Ramsdale. I mean, there's so many things we should have done. We should just never have hired Mikel Arteta. That's one thing I do know. We probably would have been here complaining about the KSE stuff. They're not backing the manager because they don't fancy him. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's mad. Or they haven't picked him. These are the things we have to deal with at the club. If it ain't the manager, it's the board, or it's both of them, or it's the fucking fans. Hey. Big up to Carl, though. Hope you're well today, my bro. I'd rather just fug it out with mascara and salmon. Well, there you go. Look at the options we're being given. I told everyone as well, like, it's bad, like how we're going to start the season, struggling for a right back, struggling for centre back. Well, we shouldn't really be. It's just about how much he trusts these players. But they're your players at the end of the day. You've been with them for time. You've known Saliba's been broken for months, since March. We come to the summer and there's no plan. That's why I'm like, I don't think there was one to begin with. But to be fair, I'd rather go and get a left winger than a defender. I think that's more important this season, and we've got enough defenders. I'm sure we can make it work. Do you know what I mean? That's my humble opinion. But Arsenal's rubbish. Do you know what I mean? No plans, no ambition. They talk all the talk, but what they do is terribly different from what they say. Do you know what I mean? Madness. More links than a Cuban, yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? More links than a Cuban chain, bro. That's all we ever get. Arsenal's never going to stop those links. Because as long as people are talking about something, everyone's off their case while they're just winging it through the whole summer. Madness. Big up to you, Andrew, though. Napoli still haven't put... That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Tijjani was getting all upset. It's smoke screen, bro. They went and got another fucking defender and went and gave Chelsea more money. Let's everyone give Chelsea money all the fucking time. Do you know what I mean? For their trash. Are you kidding me? For their absolute trash, and they're just selling. It makes me sick, bro. It does. It really, really does. Championship starts tonight. Oh, the championship. Fair play. Wolves, Blackburn Rovers at 8. Also Community Shield. Set to face temperatures over 35 degrees on Sunday. Now I agree with the dehydration break. I don't, even still, to be honest with you. It's just dehydrate. It's just another reason for adverts. If you start seeing the adverts come up when these dehydration breaks are happening, then you know the real reason for it. But still, 35 degrees. It was 35 yesterday. It's not 35 now. It already feels cooler, but I know it's not. It's still hot. Do you know what I mean? global warming. Let's have a look. But I've been seeing so many videos as well now about what YouTube's doing. It's 31 degrees. I think it's only getting up to 32 though, and then going back down, thank God. But YouTube's taking the piss like they always do. Oh, you're just moaning every day. And then people will come in and say, I didn't get your notification, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Killing it, bro. Absolutely killing it. Big up to you. United's back in. AFTV saying 100. Again, I don't watch AFTV for that reason. I only go there during the season when we've lost and these men are trying to act like it ain't Arteta's fault. That's the only reason I go there. So we will be going there this season as well, just so you lot can see how deep the cult goes. You need to see how deep the cult goes. You know what I'm saying? I don't even watch it other than that. But we backed 2 prick managers to the tune of over 200 million each last 2 years. Carrick, who just saved their incompetent asses, is sat not even 40 million net spend. I know, I mean, to be honest with you, I hear you, bro, but still over the last couple of years, 400 million, like mad. But to be fair, you're not far off from us, because we spent 250 last season and acted like, oh my days, we're the first person to spend any money. Like this, my club is a joke, bro. I'm telling you, man. But yeah, we have similar things going on. Can't really say the same for Liverpool in certain areas, but yeah, Man United and Arsenal have definitely been, you get me, on some Frank Gallagher movements, 100%. The Glazers ain't controlling the football sides of things at United. Again, don't cope. Don't cope. If these guys, if any of these lot own your club, especially if they're in any position like the Cronkies and that, don't cope. Don't make excuses for them, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of fans do that. They don't want to be critical on their own club. And that's why you're not really, you know what I mean? It's a bit disingenuous. United are moving like Arsenal because they're dangling the prom queen and trying to send you lot home with the pig. You know what I mean? It don't matter, like I say now, it don't matter what's, it don't matter who I think's at fault. All of you fuckers need to go. That's where I'm at. And I think it's the same for United. Joel and Avram Glazer still sign every check and decide budgets. Is their money still? Saw on ESPN how Villa had the 4th most European trophies. Like I was thinking, Villa have it. Yeah, of course, Villa's been around for time. Just like a lot, but that's what I'm trying to say. A lot of young people, they just whitewash history. They act like we've never won in Europe. They act like we've never done a three-peat because it was so long ago. But then cool. And then people come up with stuff like this. Do you know what I mean? It's mad though, isn't it? It's mad. Villa's got history, bro. 3 years ago, Osherman talked about wanting to play in the Premier League. He would be sensational if we signed him. Swap Martinelli for Osherman plus 50 million. No way, bro. No way. I don't know why. Bro, no way, bro. No way. This ain't Vinicius Jr. He's a very good player. He's someone that I've wanted for ages. I actually think could suit our system more than Alvarez or Gyökeres. But Martinelli and 50 million, I don't rate him that highly. Galatasaray paid 45 million euros. And I don't know what the clause is for this year. They were supposed to pay the same again or a little bit less. I think it worked out to be about 75 million euro. Like, if we done that, we should have just got him and Gyökeres last season, to be fair. Or just got him because obvious Arteta didn't want Gyökeres, innit? But yeah. What did I see yesterday? Osherman swap for Martinelli and Ethan Nwaneri. I'm looking at some Arsenal fans like, are you on fucking spice, bro? Martinelli's not worth nothing. Yeah, really. But 50 million on top of him? Nah. Maybe a 20 at the most. You know what I mean? Because Galatasaray, they can afford to pay 75 M's, but we're having to give away players. I'm hearing Ethan Nwaneri getting banded about way too much for my liking. Like, fuck this club. If they sell Nwaneri, bruv, I swear I'm done, bruv. Stat on ESPN, sorry. Osherman is a problem, though. He's a beast. No, he's a good player. I was saying this years ago. Everyone kept telling me about attitude. Why does no one buy him Views? His wages Views. I'm just like, oh my God. But now people are looking at Osherman. Why? Because football's gone backwards. It's not as good as it was. There's not as many good players. Left back, right back, it's a mess. Even defenders, strikers, all positions, it's a mess right now. Like, no one's very good. You know what I mean? Like, anyone that has got any control or step overs and things like that, it's world class. They're world class now. when that used to be dime a dozen back in the day. When that whole video killed the radio star, that's what it's like with football. Systems killed the freedom. Do you know what I mean? So now players are playing in systems rather than just playing football. It's crazy. I wanted him over 9 and Sesko last summer. Yeah, well, you guys were linked with him just like we were. We get linked with him all the time. We get linked with most players all the time. That's why I'm just like, so what? It's only a link. Most of the time, it never happens. But yeah, Osherman, man, for me, and I've said this plenty of times, he's wasted in Turkey. Why would you ever want to go there and kick ball? You're just wasted, bruv. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry. Just same as France. One of the best strikers on the planet is kicking ball in Turkey, and this is why I've been cussing my club. It makes Tijjani Reijnders as well just go into Saudi at this point in his career. Man City probably wouldn't even have sold him to us, but put on the pressure, put down some money in it. I don't know how long he's got left on his contract. They obviously don't like him. Madness. The guy's a baller, bro. But I say, here we go. He's going to Saudi Arabia. Here we go for Badiashile. He's going to Napoli, for fuck's sake. Fucking looking at Napoli. Why haven't you got Jesus coming over with him? And then Feran Torres going to PSG. You know why all of these moves can happen? Because they're going to different leagues and they ain't selling to no competitors. What does Arsenal do all the time? Though we'll sell to a competitor, no problem. Like, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Ferran Torres, Chelsea getting money with Badiashile again. I'm sick to death of Chelsea, and of course, Man City are still going to get a little chunk. Shot Tijjani Reijnders. Who else was they looking to shot? Maybe Savio, and then they can have the money for Enzo. But I told you about Maresca, bruv. He's turning City into Chelsea. I don't think that's going to be a good look. Enzo Maresca, bruv. He's rubbish. I wouldn't even want him at my team, but City might be about to pay 120 million for him. Something's broken in football. That's what I would say. Enzo Maresca, I don't even rate him. And then people want to talk to me about the market. If Elliot Anderson's go, okay, fair play. You want to talk about the market? How are we getting such dead money for our players then? Because we're not very good at it. That's you know what I mean? We're not. 2 European trophies, but we still have lost 5 European finals, 2 on penalties. Yeah, of course. But I'm not saying what we've won and what we ain't lost. I'm acting like people act like we haven't won in Europe when we have. It just wasn't called the Champions League. Just like they say you've never done a three-peat or won back-to-back titles. We have. We've done it in the 30s, a three-peat. But it's so long ago, people just act like it didn't happen. Do you know what I mean? Which is cool. It's long ago. I understand that. Just like I say when I hear Arsenal fans saying, what colour's yours? Like, that winds me up as well. All that time ago. That's what you're saying. So, no, I get it. But we have won in Europe. I'm not going to be hearing no one saying that we ain't. And that's all I'm trying to say. You mean you lost 3? What are you talking? What are you talking about? You're talking about what Roy's talking about. Barca, PSG, Champions League, Chelsea in Europa League, right? No, Chelsea's got no Europe whatsoever. They finished 9th or 10th. They've got no Europe whatsoever. Yeah, exactly. No, exactly that, bro. When people use, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, Vinicius as well. He's got too much of it. Just shut up, man. This is what happens to our fans. It's like they're not geared up for success. They're not ready. 40-year-old fucking virgins, the lot of them. I don't care if this guy's got a problem. Good. Because bad boys know that they're bad boys. Yeah, if you're top of the food chain, you know it. You're not confused about it. You know it. Do you know what I mean? If you're not a soy boy, you can't play for Arteta. Because he's going to be all types of cheek squeezing, fingering, madness. You don't know what's going to happen with this liberty taker. Osherman more clinical than ever. I believe so. That's what I've literally been saying it. I've been saying it for years. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of saying stuff and then everyone acts like I'm chatting shit and then it happens and then everyone's like, oh, like no one's like, oh, bro, you was actually on it, you know? Nobody. Do you know what I mean? But cool, I'll take that. What else can I do apart from take it? We're sitting there with 17. We got to 20 in half an hour. Madness. Are the notifications going out? Probably not. You know what I mean? Fraidy's in the building. Hope you're well. Big up to you. When we were looking at Yokore, also saying we could not get Yokore, then Osherman be a great backup deal, proof of striker at the highest level. Yeah. And I'm saying I just give options every window. I just give options. You know, Every window, back in January, why are we not getting Gahey and something? Then to where they gonna play Viewz? Where they gonna play? Shut up, man. Fucking care about where they're gonna play. Just get them to the club, bro. That shit will sort itself out. They can play wherever they like. Our players are supposed to have competition, not understudies. Like our fans just allow this shit to happen a lot though as well. But yeah, one of the best strikers on the planet because football's so dead, and he's playing his trade in Turkey, and we haven't been nowhere near him. I'm sick of it. I was even saying to Ivan Toney, like, but instead of having a proper striker, you'd rather have CDMs, you know, doing Gyökeres understudy work, and it ain't even Gyökeres, it's Havertz understudy work. I'm telling you, as long as Havertz is fit, he will be starting over Gyökeres. That's another mistake by Arteta as well. He's constantly making them, but there's never any consequences. He's the only one that can do stuff and have no consequences. If Arsenal got Osimhen, I'm not going to lie, that's a problem. Maybe, so yeah. I think if anyone got him, I really do. He's not slow. He can actually header the ball, unlike Gyökeres. He's got a powerful shot. He's physical. Basically everything we needed in that system. But of course, Arteta won't get him. Why? Why? We don't know. Just like why has he treated the Reijnders like that? You know what I mean? We can't tell you. But we know it's fuckery. Do you know what I mean? Osimhen better than most strikers. Facts. I've been saying this for years, United. I swear to God, I feel like I've been saying it for years, and all I get is the same stuff. Oh, yeah, I showed it's Reijnders view. Shut up, bruv. You know what I mean? This is what we should be doing if we're a big club. Not talking about we can't spend the money, like we're not gonna get nothing back. Hey, let's look at this, man. Big up to Vidge, man. My bro. Make sure we're all subbing to Vidge and the Sporting channel. Qadsiah, I'm sure we'll get your links in there. Big up to you, my bro. Appreciate that. I ain't got much loaded up.
Amazing.
You know what I mean? But if there's something that I've got and you want, run it. Let me know. Big up to you, my bro, man. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? All right. All right. I'm not gonna have time to get this. I swear there was a couple of vids that I see yesterday that I wanted to save, but yeah, man. Big up to you, my bro. We'll give you a bit of names. And that will be Arsenal fans if we get Osimhen. The same Arsenal fans that were telling me he's got attitude views. They'll be doing nems in the park if we get him. This is the hypocrisy I'm talking about. You know, I was trying to explain to Shane, like I need to fall back in love with streaming because at the moment, on top of everything else, top of Wreck-It Ralph, like anyway, it's enough about me. Vidge, my bro, big him up every time. Man said, I'm hearing 3 M's for Nelson. We can't even get 10. Do you understand how much of a sideshow we are? Forget sideshow Bob. It's sideshow Arsenal, bro. We are a joke, bruv. But at this point, I don't care, Godfrey. I'll take it. As long as it means we can get that 100k off of our wage bill, bro. We signed the guy up when his contract ran out. When was that? Yeah, you want to hope Burr weren't here when that happened. I don't think he was, but you know what I mean? Madness. We can't even. I'll take that though. I'll take it though. Just at this point, because right now, Godfrey, we have to burn it all down and start again. Yes, it's not going to be any type of money that we just sold Nelson. We can buy someone now, not with 3 million, but we have to get rid of these players. You know, some people said they'd rather keep Nelson, you know, and see how it goes throughout the season. I'm just like, what? I wouldn't. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Hell no. Or Teabag, no Fabi Vieira, none of these gimps that are still here, they should be gone. If you can't sell them, Berg, guess what? Just throw them out. Throw them out. Pay them off, throw them out. But they ain't going to do that. They ain't going to do that. Osimhen would like Haaland and Isak level. Maybe. I think he's good enough. But I don't know just yet. He might be one of those players that come to the Prem and struggle. I don't think he will. It's not enough. It's not a good reason for me. I've been calling for this guy for years. So I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Yesterday was dark. It was mad hot. It was mad hot. All to the point my fans blowing, yeah. It was just blowing hot air. Like it was just so I had to go outside. It cooled down in the evening though. And today it's meant to get cooler a lot earlier as well. Which is cool. You know, at the end of the day, I know we always complain about there being no sun, and then when there is sun, we complain about there being too much sun. But that's Britain for you, isn't it? It's Britain. I hate the Glazers, but you have to be fair. It's Ineos. I don't know why you keep saying this. Who said anything about Ineos or Glazer? I just talk about Man United as a whole, bro. I don't know who you're talking to with all of this, because I didn't even mention the Glazers or Ineos. I'm just mentioning what your club's doing, which is dangling the prom queen and leaving with the pig. And that's relatable to my team. In terms of who's to blame, I don't really care. I don't think I said anything about it, bro, to be fair. Unless I did, but I don't remember. Like, I'm just saying I can see some similarities with how you're moving and how my club's moving. That's it. Might be the KSE, might be Ineos, might be Glazers. At this point, fucking get them all out. That's where I'm at. So I think we might agree on that. But I don't think I've said Ineos or Glazers are to blame. I'm just talking about the institution. Same way I'm talking about mine. I will say people are to blame in mine though, because it's my club, innit? And these are the people I think are to blame. Robert, Weekend Warriors, my bro. Big up, big up. How you doing today, my brother? Hope you're well, man. Good to have you in, man. My view was fair, but look at my viewer right there. Reg and the viewer sign. We love it. Robert Prudence, legend. And let me just also say again, Mr. Tappy, happy birthday for yesterday. Probably won't see him in the chat today. I saw pictures of him just knocking down the Guinness. I was like, boy, I'm happy. You're only 50 once. You know what I mean? My brother. So I don't think we're going to see him here today, but big up to Tappy each and every time. United said, I know Villa got history, but okay, they ain't got 4 European trophies. So I don't. They haven't, have they? Are you sure? Are you sure? Have you just put that in without going to Google? Because if I weren't sure about something, I don't think I'd just slap it into a chat. Let's have a quick look. You might be right, but I'm not sure about it, so I don't know. How many trophies? How can the first thing come up? How many European trophies has Arsenal won? Are you taking a piss? It's like 2. Is it Fairs Cup or something, and Cup Winners' Cup, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, 1 second. How many trophies? Aston Villa, one of the oldest and most successful clubs in England, having won the Football League First Division 7 times, FA Cup 7 times, League Cup 5 times, as well as the European Cup, European Super Cup, and Europa League once. So that's 1, 2. It's sounding like 3 here. It's sounding like 3 here. But you know what? That's 1 more than Arsenal. That's 1 more than Arsenal. So they've won the European Cup, the European Super Cup, and the Europa League. So that's 3 times in Europe. It's still 1 more than Arsenal. You know what I mean? Big up to you. Vinny having doubts he wants a legacy. Do you know? What a joke, bro. This guy's an idiot anyway. It don't matter. Like I said, he's like the KSEs. Like, he could walk into his house and see Florentino Perez hanging out the back of his younger sister, and he still wouldn't be upset. He'd probably like, are you guys comfortable? Do you need a fan? Do you need some music in the background? Like, Vinicius is a chump, bro. All of these guys twerking for Madrid. If you want to be the main man, you're not going to be there, are you? Unless Mbappe leaves or gets injured. Stupid, isn't it? Same for Rodrigo, just twerking, bro. Twerking for Madrid. Oh, it's the pinnacle of football. If you're not playing all the time, though, is it? It's the pinnacle of football that you're sitting on the bench watching it. Like, come on. Madness, innit? Big up to you, Guna, my bro. Because Turkey paying the big bucks. Nah, I don't know about all of that. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to realize Salah's gone there on a free. Trossard, they barely paid any money for him. We got 15 million Great British pounds. It was like 18 million euros, 20 million euros. And that's with the add-ons. Like, we get next to nothing, right? Salah went there for free. I think Galatasaray actually paid a fee. Is it to Napoli still? To whoever he plays for originally. And the deal was they'll pay that again double this year to keep Osherman. I don't think, you know what I mean, paying but we can't pay the big bucks. We already pay someone over 300k. We already pay Kai Havertz 285. Money's not the issue. I even said it about Vinicius. Everyone keeps saying it is, but it's not. You can afford to do one of those. You just don't want to. It's not part of the model. So don't act like we can't do it. You just don't want to do it. There's a difference. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But cool. I'm not saying you either. Turkey paying it. How they ain't got more money than us or the Premier League. A lot of the players they get are either free or on the last year of their contract. They don't pay much of a transfer fee and they get more of a signing on fee and they might get a bit higher wages. Yeah, but because they're not paying transfer fees a lot of the time, my bro. Salah's just gone there. He was free. There was no. So all they're talking about is the wage. You know what I mean? So, but you're right. You're right. They can pay out. They might pay higher wages, but it's because they're not paying the transfer fees a lot of the time as well, my bro. Good afternoon, Viewz. Hope you're feeling splendid. I'm all right. I'm all right. Big up to you, Trouble Man. I hope you're good today. Let's make sure we're liking it and sharing it out, though. I don't think I've gone past 21 people and we've been here for 40 minutes. You know what I mean? I don't know if changing my time in a day is going to help with that, but we're here. We're here to take criticism as well, or any words of advice that you think might help. But don't say it if you're not prepared to do anything as well, because loads of people said, "Oh, panel show views," and they're not there when it happens. So anything that you have that might help, you're part of the community. Let's help the community grow, man. That's all we want to do. You know, there's too many people out there just lying to you. You don't get their honest opinion. They don't even support Arsenal, but they're here having a job and grifting off my team. People say, "Oh, you, Shane, Aaron, anyone on this side, we're only doing it for views." What views? I'm sitting there with 18 people. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, come on, I hate that. Like, it's not about views; it's about being honest. Anyone that goes to AFTV for their news, then it's compromised. So you're a bit of a lemon. Do you know what I mean? I've got to be honest. No one's saying don't watch the channel, but you want to take anything they say seriously. Oh, and well, man's doing transfer daily, man. You might as well do transfer weekly because a whole week's go by and we don't do nothing. What are you doing transfer daily for? Good food and weather, yes, man. In Spain, yeah, you can see the Sangria boys killing it, looking like they're having bare fun over there. Yeah, Barca. It's a great city, bro. You know what I mean? People say it's better than Madrid. I'm not talking about the football. We're just talking about the cities here. Better mind, you get me? If anything don't work out in this house, bro, better mind I don't find myself out there as well. Is it still that hot over there, bro? If I'm here in a towel, it's too hot for me to put on the top. It's 31 degrees right now, my brother, and I'm inside. Do you know what I mean? And I got the fan blowing hot air. Yeah, it's hot. You know what I mean? It's hot. The joke is as well, though, is if I was abroad, it could be hotter than this. And I wouldn't, but then, you know, you've got access to the sea, access to a pool, you know, constant drinks coming through. It's a bit different, innit? Not as smoggy as it is in London either. It's horrible. London's never good, like in the heat. There's just too much smog and pollution. Night, bro, the sundresses are in full effect. You know what I mean? Just breaking your neck, looking all over the place. It's wild, isn't it? Big up everyone, man. Yes, man. Man said, yes, Guna. It was dark yesterday. Yes, man. Horrible. Very, very hot. Very, very like just annoying heat. You know what I mean? Big up Viewz and chat. Hope everyone's good. Honest Arsenal's back in the building. We're all right, man. We're ticking along. We're ticking along. Today's 31, not as bad. No. It was 35 yesterday. But around the same time, it was 31. Like when I came live, was I a little bit late yesterday? I don't know. I remember looking at yesterday. It was 31 at the time. By the time I finished and got down to the garden, 35. Everyone's like, oh, everyone's dying. Like, it's mad, isn't it? Big up to Vidge again, man, for the jewels. I appreciate you, my bro. There he is. Big up to you, man. Make sure that we're all subbing to Vidge. Let's get his links in there as well. No bantering. So, what European trophies have Arsenal won? Cup Winners' Cup and Fairs. Like I said, they don't call them. They don't. You know, I don't even think these cups are. They don't even go on anymore, do they? But it was back then. It was back then. Cup Winners' Cup and Fairs, I believe. And I remember Naeem scoring from the halfway line. I don't even remember the goal. Sorry, the game, but I remember the goal. Like, oh my days. Do you know what I mean? So I think we've got 2. But I'll just double check it. These people try and add community shields. So I can't take any of these lot seriously. Yeah, Fairs Cup and the Cup Winners' Cup. So only 2 European wins. Then, if you want to say, have Arsenal done a 3P? Of course we have. Yep. Remarkably, Herbert Chapman also played a pivotal role in the Gunners' 3 consecutive First Division triumphs from 93 to 95. Sorry, from 33 to 35. 3 leagues in a row. So yes, it's not recently, but the way people talk, like, we're not a big club, this, that, and the other. We are. We could be a lot bigger. It's like the man them don't want to be, they don't want to be any bigger, more money, more problem sort of thing. But no, it's a joke. It's just these people are stupid, man. Hey. Right. I was talking about all the recent European finals. Arsenal have lost, Barca, PSG, then Chelsea in the Europa League. Okay. Lava, can't remember what that's for now, but big up to you. Facts, Osimhen makes any top 6 side at least challenge for the league. Yeah. I rate Osimhen that much. If he was to go to United, Chelsea scum, shitty or spuds, I think he'd do well. I think he's an improvement for any side, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Hasn't got the PR like Mbappe, Vinny, Haaland. No, we don't. Of course he don't. It's like anyone that's a real bad boy, especially if they're black. Unfortunately, I have to say it, but it's the truth. They don't get the same rub of the dice, innit? Obviously, Vinny's Vinny though, and he's at Madrid. But it don't matter. They can tell him suck your mum. They can tell him all the racist words in the sun, and he'll still be smiling like, "Can I sign your autograph? Thanks for having me, Madrid." Do you know what I mean? This guy, bro. American owners are definitely shit. That's a fact. Sorry, any Americans watching? No. And most Americans like BBK, they know what time it is. These men are businessmen. There's nothing wrong with being businessmen. I just don't want them to be businessmen at my club. I want someone that wants to improve my club. Yeah, someone that owns my club and says, "Right, that belongs to me." I can't make them man there look bummy and trampy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's why I keep telling you, yeah. Go back and ask any Chelsea fan, or oh yeah, we're gonna take away all of your stuff so that you can do it right and not cheat and all that. And you think they're gonna say, "Yeah, all right, mate"? They're not. You think they've got a bad word to say about Roman? No matter what he was on, he loves Chelsea, innit, and wants to make them better. So you can see what happened to them. The same for Man City. We own it now. We're not gonna make it look dead, and they haven't. But with the American owners, they don't give a shit about it's our club. You need to make it look good. They're just like, what time does the Champions League money come in? Like, that's all they care about, fam. The Americans, that's just the facts. It's not like you're trying to diss anyone. It's just the facts. These lot of business guys, and why not? Cool. But at Arsenal, a perfect relationship because Arsenal's never really want to want to keep pushing. Like Wenger probably could have, and I feel like he maybe got handicapped a little bit. Like the board's not ready for all of that action. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. So what would the Fairs Cup be today called? God knows, bro. God knows. I don't even think about shit like that. Do you know what I mean? You're saying no bantering, but you're asking bare questions like you're trying to banter, bro. At the end of the day, we've won in Europe. I don't know how old you are, but that's just the facts, isn't it? God knows what they would be called now. What would be the club cup winners cup? For the people that win cups, you get to play each other, kind of like the Super Cup. I don't know what it would be called, to be fair. I don't know what it would be called. People like AFTV and the Terrys just want to hear that overly positive BS. It's as bad as the shows or people they call negative. Yeah, I mean, but with them, I mean, AFTV, they're linked to the club, aren't they? So they can't say a bad word. And I know that for a fact. You've even seen it. And the B Tech rugby talk, we don't use the B word over here. I can't remember what the B word was. Bias. God knows. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So if you go there for your news, then that's on you, bro. But they're not genuine. They're compromised. Do you know what I'm saying? Compromised. Terry is just the griftiest of grifters, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, I fully don't even believe he supports Man United. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't watch these clowns, because that's what they are to me. Look, Shane's in. Leave the geezer alone. Big up, broski. You know what I mean? You guys are all sub. You'll probably come from him. Big up, man. So they 2 European trophies on the same. Who said that? Are you 10 years old, my bro? Like, I always try and let you fly when you come in here, but then you start just doing some stupid stuff, bro. I really think you're Sam, to be honest with you. Trapping with Jay, big up Viewz. I don't really believe the Osimhen links until Romano says it. That's how, bro. Are you seeing me running to make a video? Then I'm watching people's video, And I'm seeing these dead accounts that no one's seen before in their life, and you're making a video based off that. It's what you got to do though, maybe, because I'm struggling, guys. You know, I am like. So boy, we might have to just get with the masses, bro. But again, I'm not an actor, so you wouldn't find me doing a video about something and the thumbnail contradicts what I actually think. You're not gonna see that. That's one thing that's never gonna happen. Big up to you though, my bro. Just saw on X that Arsenal have expressed interest in Qadsiah. All right, you just saw on X. Was it Ornstein? Was it Fabrizio? Because if you didn't see it there, I wouldn't really believe it. To be fair, that's what I'm trying to say. I just saw on X, not from any of the tier ones, just from people just posting stuff, just making stuff up. I'm not gonna run to YouTube to make a video when I don't even trust the source. Look how I acted with the Vinicius news, and that came from Ornstein. Did I rush over like, oh my god? No, I was like, Ornstein, I didn't think you were like that, bro. But it's clear and obvious. It's clear and obvious. You know what I mean? So nah, man. Until I see it from someone serious, I'm not gonna make a video about it. I'm not gonna give it the time of day, to be honest. Big up to Honest though. We have more links with defenders than with left wingers. It's mad. Why don't we just loan a defender? Exactly. Everyone can come up with a solution except for the club. And that's what's pissing me off. That's why I believe Arteta, like Bird's got no power. He's got no power whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? That's what I honestly believe. Because things are still moving the same, and there's one common denominator, and we all know who that is. Even you can come up with a solution. I've come up with solutions. I don't know if Shane or anyone else has. I can't remember now. But we'll always come up with a solution, or where do we go from here? And that's basically what I've been trying to say. Forget about what the problems are. I'm not stupid. I know what the problems are. What's the solution? Oh, there isn't one. All right. So that's how I feel like how I feel. You don't support Arsenal. You weren't even happy to win the league. You man are happy for anything. You man weren't even upset when we didn't win the league 3 times in a row. Are you man upset when Declan Rice is getting broken up in real time? Saka, our centre backs. We ain't got a right back now. Broken up. Ben White broken up. Do you know what I'm trying to say? What? That's what I'm trying. Our club is a joke, Jay. It's a joke. There's no other way to say it. You might not like what I'm saying, not you, but people in general. But it's the truth. We've stepped into this market with no plan, winging it. Like the in-betweeners, absolute winging it. A big up Shane, he's definitely going to know what's going on here. Fairs Cup was an early form of UEFA Cup, which then became Europa League. There you go. There you go. It was what was about at the time, at the end of the day. You know? It's what was about at the time. If people just want to whitewash history, then Villa, Forest, whoever's won a European, the so-called Champions League back in the day, let's just forget all of those then. Let's forget what United done back in the day. Let's forget what Liverpool done back in the day, because that's how you lot are moving. If it's Arsenal, it don't matter. But history matters for everybody else. Big up to my bro Shane, man. Yeah, I completely forgot about the community shield. So if you want to do lethal reaction, 100%, then we'll do it. My mind's been all over the place though, to be honest. I'm like, Sunday, do we play? We play. Do you know what I mean? Idiot. Big up to Shane. Okay then, thanks Shane. Yeah, no, look, no disrespect, but it's a European trophy, bro. It doesn't even matter what it was called then. We was hearing it from who won the Conference League? Not Chelsea. Not Palace. Who won a Conference League recently? They were like, European trophy, like compared to Arsenal and all that stuff. It's like, so you can't pick and choose when something wants to mean something, is basically what I'm saying. But big up, man. Big up to Jay. Big up to my bro Shane every time. United, trapping, you know what I mean? Everyone in the building, honest. I think Viewz was in there. Shane's giving back the dappings. I was asking questions because I never knew what day. Okay, fair play. It didn't seem like that though. Do you know what I mean? How old are you as well, bro? The thing is with the new plates, and I say that like if you're 20, 21, 22, you lot ain't seen you're a United fan anyway, but most Arsenal fans, they ain't seen us do anything. But the difference between that then and now is that people have access to the internet, and it literally don't take 10 minutes to type something into Google and you can get your answers. You know what I mean? Clear that out for me. There you go. Whatever. Cool. Until someone is here holding up the shirt, there you go. And even Fabio and Ornstein can get it wrong. The only thing that you have to do is if they say it, then you give it a little bit more credence. That's it. It's not a done deal like Terry. Done deal. He's already wearing the shirt. None of that shit. But you take it you don't take it with a pinch of salt. You look at it and say, well, something might come of that because it's from these people. But if it's from any of these like transfer market, I don't even know what they're called on X. I don't believe none of that. Ornstein and Mockbell, don't know if you trust them too. Ornstein, not Mockbell, but Mockbell, if he said something, you still work for a publication that's meant to have some type of reputation. So even when Fabrizio or Ornstein say something, it's not guaranteed to happen. But like I said, you take it 80% more seriously because it tends to happen, whether you like it or not. Then I'm hearing something about Fabrizio talking about moving away from the transfer side of things. I'm just like, Ross. But I don't think you're good at anything else, my bro. So I don't understand, do you get me? Why that would be the case. But that would be interesting to see. So it was a major trophy. I hear that. I mean, yeah, I suppose for the time, of course. Do you know what I mean? But if we're all I'm saying is if we're just gonna go back and act like it weren't nothing, then we have to do the same for Forest, for Villa, anyone that's won a European trophy back in the day that still try and talk like we got a European trophy and you ain't. Make it make sense. Big up to you, West Ham. Our history is overlooked because we are who we are. Yeah, people acting like we never won anything in Europe. Yeah, because we don't do it regular. We've only done it twice. It's not very good, is it? But you can't act like it didn't happen. But this is what they try and do all the time, Jay. Especially the rival fans. Rivals have to rival, innit? But I say, you see, don't think it ain't embarrassing to say, yeah, we have done a three-peat in the 30s. That's embarrassing in itself. I don't think United have though, or have they? So rather than me just say anything, I'll tell you what I'll do. You know what I mean? We just go to Google, innit? It's not hard. Just quickly. If you're making a like a bold like carpet statement that's meant to cover everything, you can't really do that anyway without having the knowledge of what's gone on. United, they have done a three-peat. Have they? Man United, the only club. Let's see this thing quickly. Then they're talking about Man City's 4-peat. Yeah, I don't think anyone's done that. So I think United have done it. For Guardiola, it's a hat-trick of 3-peats. He also achieved defeat in Spain as manager of Barcelona and in Germany with Munich. But what Pep does is he don't go to a broke team though. So I can't say he's the best manager of all time because we don't know if he can get it out the mud. We just don't. We don't know if he can get it out the mud. He don't go to a club that ain't got money. So I'll take that away from Pep a little bit. But he's been killing it. Huddersfield Town, Arsenal 33, 34, 35, Liverpool. So they've done it as well. 82, 83, 84. I was born in that year. And that was the year they just finished in a three-peat. Fair play. I think United's done it twice. I think 99, 2000 and 01. They're showing Andy Cole and Dwight York. Only club to achieve the three-peat twice is Man United. With 8 years separating the two. So that's very good. 07, 08 and 09 was United again. Of course, Chelsea's never done it. Why am I not seeing Liverpool here as well? Has Liverpool never done a three-peat? No, can't say Liverpool's never done. No, they did. They did 82, 83, 84. There you go. So we've all did it here, people. Is basically what I'm saying. And you can go on Google. If you've all got a little device like this, then don't come and make blanket statements when you don't know the truth. Like me. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Big up United. They've done it. Liverpool's done it. City's done it. There's no Spurs or no Chelsea there, though. I don't know. I'm just saying. West Ham, Chelsea, and Palace have won the Conference League. Fun fact: Spurs didn't. No, but Spurs have won more in Europe than we have, I believe. I think they've won 3 or 4 themselves. In terms of league titles, though, I swear, what are we on 15 now? I think Arsenal's on 15 league titles. I'm pretty sure. So we all have our little bits. The only thing they can do is you ain't won Champions League, right? But we have one in Europe. We have done a three-peat, so you can't really banter us on that. That's why we just need to win this Champions League, my people. How are we gonna do it with Mick Cotton at the helm? Hello, Ma. How? How? How are we gonna do it? Playing Haram ball? Did it work last year? It's not gonna work this year. No one complained about hairy fannies back in it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They just got on with it, mate. Huh? Yeah, man says, hold on 1 minute before I give you like the retard on bath salts. Just hold on 1 minute. I gotta plait this up quickly. You get me? Make it work, bro. Make it work. I come with my own comb. I put it to the side. You know what I mean? Going mad. This man talking. It was Palace. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They won in Europe more recently than we did. But it's not hard to just jump on Google and get your facts straight as much as you can. It's not that hard. You know what I mean? Big up to Liverpool as well. I didn't think they did it, but they did. And they finished it in 84 when I was born. Obviously, the man then went and won at Anfield in 89. Come on. Yeah, don't ever talk about my club like it ain't big, innit? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Terry milks it. Done deal show with no done deals. Facts. This is something we can 100% agree on. Flipping hell, did you see how bad that was? I thought I was just gonna freeze then. I'm so sorry for the shit internet, man. I'm a peasant. That's why we need you lot to click that QR code, join, send in some jewels or something. I need all the help I can get, bruv. You know what I mean? The people ain't peddling fast enough on the internet, you know. Big up Viewz and you legends, how we doing? We're all right. We're all right. Hope you're well today. Big up your shoes and socks. Big up to Trapping with Jay. Facts, Robert. Clunge at the end of the day. Big facts. Yeah, you can't deal with a little bit of hair, then what kind of man are you? Yeah, I'll be out here bon appetit and then picking the hairs out the teeth afterwards, bro. I'm a demon for that. Yeah, me. A done deal was not a complete deal, but complete deal was a done deal. That sounded like some type of like not tongue twister, like some type of a riddle or something. You get me? Like work it out. Madness. Big up to you. Big up to United. Let's be honest, people don't treat Arsenal and United fairly. No. But we've had our times though, guys. And we've had our times being rivals. We were the only two teams being spoke about because we were like head to head. Yeah, that's why I rate Wenger. The only because I think Alex Ferguson's the greatest manager of all time. I do, unfortunately. But if there was anyone that could rival him at the time in the league, Professor Arson, my guy. Yeah, that rivalry there, that's natural. It's like thousands of miles away, whatever, hundreds of miles away. That's a natural rivalry. You see, like with Spurs, you man are the little bros. You're dragging it. You're doing too much. You know what I'm trying to say? But our thing with United is real. Yeah, they have done a three-peat. Yes, they have. What makes Fergie a bit special is the fact he used academy play. Bro, Fergie's just Fergie, bro. Just knew what he's doing. Fergie time because we're not giving up on the game. You know, he'll come and bully the other Premier League teams like Arsenal to take Van Persie, win the league. Like, he was just, for me, just the greatest manager. And the fact that Wenger even pushed him and made Sir Alex Ferguson lose his cool, and yeah, I was here for that. My guy Wenger, but you have to put all respect on Ferguson's name. For me, the greatest manager to do it, man. Personally, in my lifetime, you know, that's it. Work's done. Have a great day, my bro. I know. On your way home. Hope you enjoy it. It's a lovely day outside. Maybe get outside, you know what I mean? Get some fresh air. But be safe, man. Always a pleasure, Rob. No, it's 14. 14 leagues, but didn't we have that before? Like I said, I'm not rug on strong. I don't know how many premierships, because they had different names in it. Okay, fair play. I thought it was 15. Let's see. Just to be sure. 14 top flight English titles. Out of these 14 championships, 4 come in the modern Premier League era with their most recent win last season. Yeah, I thought it was 15 then. 1930 to 31, 32 to 33, 33 to 34, 34 to 35. Jesus Christ, that fucking sounded like a 4P. It's not though. 37 to 38. The thing is, every decade we win, except for I think it was the 2010s. That decade, I don't think we did. That's when United was doing 3-peats and shit like that. But every decade we've won silverware, bro. You know what I mean? But we're not a big club. Of course we ain't. Do you know what I mean? Don't Spurs. Here we go. This is what we can do today because it's not like I got nothing planned. I will try and look at the canon headlines because, like I said, we ain't got above 21 today. So the numbers are not numbering. You know, I'd be happy with a little 30, 35, but it's not quite numbering. So it won't be as long as some of the other shows. But yeah, man, we're doing a little bit of a trivial Google. You know what I'm trying to say? Why not? Why not? We need to be sure about these things, don't we? Spurs have won 2 English top flight leagues in their history. They've never won the Prem since its inception in 1992. Jeez. 2 Premier Leagues. There you go. So let me find out how many European trophies. I think they've got like 4 or 5. I'm not even going to lie. How many European trophies? 1 European Cup Winners' Cup. 3 UEFA Europa. So it's 4. Okay. Yeah, see, look. European Cup Winners' Cup. What, the same thing that we won? Oh, that one there. But Spurs want to include it, but not for us. Make it make sense. They've got 4. So they've doubled what we've done in Europe. Obviously, they can't even come close to us in league titles or FA Cups, maybe even League Cups. But in Europe, they've won 3 Europa Leagues and a Cup Winners' Cup. So there you go, my gangista. 2 top division titles. When was they created? In the 1800s? Mad, isn't it? But you could say the same for Arsenal in terms of Europe. So it's quite surprising when you look at some of this stuff, innit? It really is. 14 for both Liverpool and United are joint 20. I don't get why Spurs fans think they're even in Arsenal's lane. It's madness. Maybe only because of their European trophies. They've got 4, which is 2 more than us. But that's all they can brag over us. Anything else, fan base around the world, how much money we make, you know, our actual history, 14, like, you know what I mean? We don't, yeah. I swear we got like 13 FA Cups or something as well. Like, allow it. Don't, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. But eventually, guys, City, Chelsea, if they start, you know, being serious, they're not too far away to being the 3rd biggest club in the country. So we need to just buck up our ideas and stop coasting as a club, you know. But yeah, big up to you, my bro. Big up to LFC. He said, however, Arsenal could have had more if Arteta didn't keep playing Harambe in the seasons before last year. Facts. I don't agree. Sorry, I don't disagree at all. And I'm one of those people that really bang the drum. If he wasn't our manager, our team would have been better, at least by about 15-20%. We wouldn't have broken up players because the manager would actually care about these players. How am I going to win the league if I don't have my top players in the running? Things like that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Make it make sense. Big up to you though, my bro. Big up, man. And just saying that, bro, like if you look at Man United and Liverpool's, you know what I mean? It's the stuff of legend if you're talking about the history. Aston Villa and Everton have more league trophies than Chelsea. Just say no. Don't just say. Let's give us the information because that's why we got it. That's why, rather than people just chatting and not even knowing what they're talking about, I'd rather have the information. It's a good piece of information right there. You know what I'm trying to say? For all the Chelsea fans that think that their club's bigger than mine, shut up. Just because you won everything recently. That's not it. You know what I'm trying to say? That is not it. Recency bias, yeah. They've been killing it. But don't ever think that you're bigger than my club. Like, not yet anyway. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying. Big up to Ravi Views. What you telling me? Are Arsenal getting any more muscle for the season? I do not think so. I think if we get any other players, it will be a defender. I'm not saying we don't need a defender, but I'd rather not. If you gave me a choice, gun to the head, left winger. Bad boy. Very hard to find one. We wasted the whole summer dilly-dallying, no plan. I don't even think we was in for Vinicius. Go and put down 80 million for Rafinha. He's probably going to tell us no, because why would he want to leave Barca? But that's what I call trying. Not like, oh, well, you know, we sent them a text to let them know that we fancy them. You didn't even speak to them on the phone. Like, we didn't even go and link them face to face. That's what Arsenal do. So don't tell me we tried FC until I can really say, well, we don't know that you tried. We don't know that you done anything. Just like we don't know that you didn't try. But you're going to come out and say, why do we not believe you? Because we heard it all before and we've seen it all before. It's the same tactics, the PR rubbish, the same shit. Oh, we tried, guys. Oh, we was in for Konza, but they wanted too much money. If you need a position that's probably going to help you win the league, maybe help you win the champs, who the fuck gives a fuck about money right now? Now you want to get competent. That's what I was saying to Shane and everyone. I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying what now you want to do it after we won the league. But now it just makes me ask even more questions. These men didn't even think we was going to win the league last year. They went and got him 8 players. But how are you not going to... You went and got 8 players. And then what we thought is that the pressure's really on Arteta now. You better go and win this league or these men are going to get rid of you. They come out and they ain't going to get rid of him. They ain't going to get rid of him. You know what I mean? And now you want to act competent. That's what's really pissing me off. All these other years, even this year, you just went and got Melier, bruv. Like you just went and bought Solis. I don't rate that signing. I'm sorry. So even this year, you're wasting money. Where's the plan? It's mad to me, man. Everyone wants the right to be arrogant. United. Yeah, I suppose so. Big up Viewz. Just stumbled in, James. My bro, ain't seen you for a minute. Hope you're well, bro. Big up, man. Appreciate you coming in. I don't think we're going to be here for too much longer, though, because we are struggling today. But for all you legends that have come and joined me, legends, my viewers. The people ain't peddling fast enough. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? I need all the help I can get. I can't believe how bad the internet... I think it's this address. Like, I've got internet at my mum's. If I move it to this address, I reckon it's still going to be shit. Paying £55 a month for internet that barely works. Make it make sense. I need to do better, to be fair. United Arsenal rival was the biggest and best right. I believe so as well. I honestly believe so as well. You know, Van Nistelrooy, like against Henry, Keenan Vieira, you know, Gary Neville, Keown, like it was mad. It was mad. Like that was the sickest rivalry, I think, in football. For me, some people might say West Ham, Millwall. I don't know. Obviously, we don't talk championship, so we don't really know. But for me, the United are my rivals. Do you know what I'm saying? The lag is mine, the views. We're all here for the content anyway. Okay. It's only when I see it on this side, though, because I know if I go into the third window, I'll probably be lagging. But when I see it here, I start doing... That's when I think, right, it must be really bad, isn't it? But my apologies, my people. If Arteta and Yahoo wasn't a pussy in that final, we could have won that final. How'd you park the bus from first half with? And we just saw it with the German goof for England, Tuchel. We just saw it with him. You score a goal in the 55th minute and then you sit back. You end up losing the game. That's what happens. Happens with Arsenal all the time. That's why we was getting so frustrated last year, me and Shane. When you get a goal, you don't just stop playing. You go and get the second and the third and then you chill out. And I watched that final back against PSG about 5 times, my bro. We was all right for the first 20. We was all right, but we weren't. We were sticking to the system. The thing that went through my mind at the end is even in injury time when PSG are looking knackered. They were looking knackered. That weren't the best PSG we could have played either, guys. That's what makes it so annoying for me. But we just had nothing else to give. And then when we had a little bit of energy, we're still trying to play the same way. So in my mind, I'm like, these men must believe in this system. Now that they've won the league, they're thinking, oh, they didn't really like Arteta before, but they've won the league now. So they're like, maybe he's a little bit right. Like, they don't want to change how they're playing. They still think with only 10 seconds on the clock, we can play horseshoe football and score a goal. We were just wasting our own time. Like, that final was really, like, everyone was like, oh, we was actually quite good in that Viewz. And I'm just like, brother, well, I've watched it back 4 or 5 times and I've just not been impressed. We should have done more. It's been 20 years since we got to one of these finals, and that's what we put out. And the thing is, we done it in the Carabao as well. We didn't even get to the FA Cup final. We didn't even play a Premier League team in that, and we got knocked out of that. Anytime there's a big game, a one-off game, don't park the bus because there's not going to be a second leg. One-off game, someone's got to win. We don't win. And I'm sorry, everyone, but that's because of the system, whether you like to hear it or not. Even as a Liverpool fan, Fergie, I'm telling you, bro, I'm an Arsenal fan. 84, I'm an old git. Fergie's the greatest of all time for me, in my humble opinion. Uh, Spurs haven't won a league title since 61, and Everton's last was back in 1987. Damn, I was like a 3-year-old. That's my missus's birth year. You know what I'm trying to say? Madness, bro. But still, we can't say they ain't done it. A lot of new plate fans, because they haven't seen it, or they're too lazy to go on Google, they act like you ain't done it. That's all. But yeah, man, that's a great point, LFC. And I'm with you, man. Fergie is the greatest of all time. People are on Lee's chat. That's why the numbers aren't good. Oh, Lee's going at the moment. Oh, fair play. Another person, because he never used to go early. Obviously, people can do what they do. It's YouTube. The big channels are going to monopolize. It's just like the real world. You know, like I'll give you a prime example. All these pundits, all these dickheads that used to play ball, all these people that were going on Sky and BBC and we're reporters and pundits. And why were you going to listen to that sweaty guy in his room talking about YouTubers? Guess who's all YouTubers now? Those people. And what can we do? Nothing. So if someone like Carl Froch wakes up one day and says, "Oh, I'm just going to start a YouTube channel," you can expect there to be thousands of people in attendance. It's Carl Froch. You know, for any old person, Penfold coming out of nowhere on his own. I don't even think I've had a cosign. I'm really trying to think. Maybe Northside. I think Northside could maybe be my cosign. You know what I mean? What do I mean by that? When they invite you on the show and then other people can look at you and say, "Oh, I didn't know this guy. But North seems to think he's all right." You know what I mean? So it's hard work, man. But that's a prime example. All your Paul Scholes, your Gary Neville, all these idiots that will cuss people on the internet, they're all now on the internet. You know what I mean? But yeah, if Lee's there, that's just how it goes, isn't it? It's the monopoly. That's why I'm just like, do I change my time or not? The main thing at the moment is just the sleeping habits. I'm struggling to get up to feel fresh and awake by the time it's my stream. You know, so is what it is. Spurs are wannabes. I mean, I suppose so, but they've got everything in place. 1 second. I'm just hearing my missus outside because she's got a fucking motor mouth gob, and I see she's getting in the cab with my son. I think they're going to the hospital because my son, obviously with the ADHD, they're checking him for autism. I don't think he's gonna have autism, but he's definitely got the ADHD. So normally on a Thursday, but it got cancelled yesterday. So I have to just remember myself because these lot don't tell me anything. You know what I mean? There you go. West Ham have never won the league. The highest ever league finish was third in 85-86, 4 points behind champions Liverpool and 2 behind Everton. Wow. Listen, Everton's a big club as well. And I think West Ham is, as I always said to you guys, as much as their fans don't like me or Arsenal, I got a soft spot for West Ham. I don't know what it is, you know, but I appreciate that though, LFC. Palace also finished third in 90-91 when Wright was playing for them just before he's moved to the Arsenal. That's the first guy I fell in love with. I know it sounds gay, but we all wanted to be Ian Wright in the playground. You know what I'm trying to say? Yes, man. They had a lovely points tally of 69. Oh, my favourite number. You know, Chelsea and City had to cheat to compete with the red card. That's a fact. That's a fact. And I hear that. And the reason why I keep bringing them up is because because we always say, "Oh, we done things the right way." Obviously, United and Arsenal, they probably would have had a little something every now and again, which you can consider a little bit, I don't know, like tapping up or something like that. But not like how what they're doing. And that's why I keep saying, if you ask them, no, because we're like, you guys are cheaters, we're still waiting for this 1-1-5. None of those fans would take it all back to start again. Do you know what I mean? Because they've got those memories now. Champions of Europe, all of that stuff. Like, none of them will take it back. But you're right. They did have to cheat. And I think it's pretty well known because this is why they keep having all of these fines and that stuff never goes away, does it? Big facts. Google is my best friend today. I'm telling you, you don't even have to think. You don't even have to be smart. Like, it's right there in your hand. The answers to everything, near enough. You know what I mean? People don't even want to do that shit, you know? Big up to you, man. Well, to be fair, Chelsea factually cheated to compete from 20. No, I'm not saying they didn't. All I'm saying is because of the memories that their fans have winning the champion. They've won the Champions League twice. That's all they've got to say over us. Do you know what I mean? And City as well, 4-peats, Champions Leagues. Bro, when I was younger, Chelsea and City were tin pot. You might get that little run in the league, in the League Cup or something like that, the FA Cup. There might be a little run every now and again, or they might be doing all right in the league for a little piece, but they were never there. Do you know what I mean? And that's my point. But they got probably one of the best owners in football in Roman Abramovich, and I say whoever owns City as well. I just want to own it like that, even if they weren't as rich as some of these people. But if you're a football person, you're gonna want your club to do well, and that's all I want. Someone to care about our club. These cronkies don't. You know what I mean? A lot of owners don't. FSG, Glazers, maybe Ineos, Blueco. You know what I mean? Chelsea were winning a few cups from '97, yeah, when Ken Bates was their chairman before Roman, and they had like Torres, Andre Flo, and Zola, and I've been to the bridge to watch a game. It was it was given. It was like a prize, like football philosophy. Whoever works the hardest gets tickets. And I was like, what? To what game? They never told us. It was Chelsea Everton. It was way back in the day. The point I'm trying to make is, if you talk to any of these people, Chelsea or United or City fans, they're not going to say, yeah, we'll go back and take away all of our trophies and we'll start again. They wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? So you take that how you want to take it, but that's the reason why I'm saying it. Just to get 2-year suspended transfer ban because their new owners snitched like that. Yeah, and I saw that and I thought, how is that going to matter? So now they're just going to run around trying to do all of their business now, and then it's not really nothing in it. Taking away trophies, relegation, that's a real slap on the wrist. And I'm not even saying give the trophies to anyone else, but take them away from them. You cheated to get them. You know what I mean? Big up to you. Sorry, not active. Don't be. It's cool, man. Driving to appointment. Hope it goes well, my bro. Don't you worry. Big up. Yeah, stay safe, man. Don't be silly. Chelsea were the last team to win FA Cup at the old Wembley Stadium back in 2000. They beat Villa 1. Yeah, Roberto Di Matteo, mate. You remember that? Teams with more leagues than titles than Spurs: Wolves, Leeds, Huddersfield, Sheffield Wednesday, Newcastle, and Sunderland. That's dark. Roberto Di Matteo, mate. You know it already. Forgot Blackburn Rovers, yeah. Shearer, bruv. Going mad. Who did remember when Kevin Phillips got 30 goals in the league? Was he playing for Sunderland at that point? He was another bad boy at that time. Remember Kevin Phillips? Big up Trouble. He said, Viewz, have you tried phoning up your internet provider, telling them that you're leaving? Okay, they normally speed up the internet for a little if you bluff it. Okay, no. Because you know why I didn't ring them? It's because we've had Talk, BT, Sky. I think we've now got the community fiber to home or whatever that is. We've had so many different things. They all start off well, and then they just get proper shit. But no one else really goes on about it in the house because it don't really affect them. My son sometimes, if he's playing the Xbox, it's laggy. No, that's Xbox, innit? But everything else is cool. So people think the internet's not a problem. But when I come on StreamYard, fucking hell, it's a great day if I don't glitch. Like every day, trying to do pre-recorded videos that's why I don't do as many, because they're just all over the place. It's just like, why would I want to put that out? So I need to test it. What I need to do is bring my shit down to my mum's. Try that internet there. But then is that even really going to tell me? Because it's this address is the problem. This address. It's Friday today. I meant to link Hendo. I'm going to have to message him. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to do that now. What's going on Saturday? I think the Community Shield's on Sunday. What's going on Saturday? Saturday or Sunday I might be able to come. But I don't know what time the Community Shield is on and shit like that. And talking of him, there he is, man. Just back from the gym. Few hot out there. Big up, you're a legend. It is very, very hot. I'm in pieces. I'm sweating. But now that the missus and my son's gone out, I think my daughter's probably here. So I don't really leave her alone. So I'm going to have to arrange, bro. Maybe tomorrow, Sunday, or the next available day that you can get down. I don't think it's going to be today. I forgot that they had hospital. So when I'm hearing her, because she's got fucking, you could hear her from Spain, proper motor mouth. I looked out and I see them getting into a cab, so I know exactly where they're going. The new box they might offer will probably have the same problem, so it's better to just keep bluffing. Fair play. But mine is really bad. I'm not even going to lie. It's really bad. Sweaty guy in his rants, you crack me up. Hey, big up, my bro. I'm sweaty. You wouldn't even, bro. If I could wear a top, I would. Like that's how you know it's too hot. I'm upstairs, got the window open. There's no breeze. But big up my guy Guna, bro. Big up Hendo from Trouble. Big up Hendo. Slightly cooler up north, but it's still muggy as hell. Yeah, it was worse yesterday, but it's only a little bit better today. Like hopefully when we get to the evening, it will come right down to 25, 24. We're gonna need it, innit? We're gonna need it. Northside would easily have you on. That show would be wavy. No. I've been on with Northside. I've been on with him. That's what I'm trying to say. I've been on with him. I remember when he was getting loads of people trying to come onto his shows. Remember when he started doing like Nutmeg Rush and was saying, look, we're just gonna get a few different shows put together so other people can come on. I think I messaged him at that time and didn't hear back from him. But a few weeks later, he shouted, man. Like I've been on there like 2-3 times. He's been on to do Under the Lens on this channel. That's what I'm trying to say. I think the only big channel to give me a cosign. Obviously, Guns, what a legend. He's sent me raids all the time. Like he's been on with me and Shane, not on my channel, on Shane's channel. But I've not been on with him on his channel. Not been on with Dan Potts. Obviously, no one gets to really go on with Curtis, unless you're AFTV and all that shit or a reporter. Turkish, there's no way to really get on his thing either, unless you're big and you go onto that podcast. So it's like, in terms of big channels, Northside was my cosign, has to be. My first ever foray onto internet to talk about football was Never a Foul, but they're not my cosign. These man didn't even really like me like that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, Northside is definitely the cosign. Big up your sandwich. Big up to you, my bro, man. Big up, man. Yeah, man. So when I say things like spaz and all of that, it's just because I'm born in 84. Like, what do you mean talk politically correct? I don't really know about all of that. But my own son's got a disability, so don't think I'm trying to be horrible to... It's just how I am. You know what I mean? Big up to you, United. Viewz, tell me when the season starts. Is there no room for excuses, whatever Arsenal do in games? Yeah, we start on the 21st. We start on the 21st, I believe. I'll tell you what I'm going to do very, very quickly, actually, because look at the time. We barely got anyone in. So we might as well get into some canon headlines. I will get to some more of your comments as well. I should be able to because there's barely anyone here. So it shouldn't take too long. Let's jump in and see what's going on, though. Yes, man. So let me just load it up. We'll start with a skydive as we usually do. Let me make sure that you're seeing what I'm seeing. Boop. Xabi Alonso, Chelsea latest. Como interested in loan move for Delap. What is going on? They can get rid of all of their garbage. What did Delap do last season? Is there any Chelsea fans in the building? Even if you're not a Chelsea fan, can someone tell me what Delap did last season? Why is no one coming to loan Gabriel? Huh? Faisal goes west, American toe. Why is no one coming in for him? I'm telling you, man. It's like when you go to the Willy Wonka, you know the factory, and you eat the wrong sweet, and it's like they eat the sweets at Chelsea, and then they just give over their wallets. I don't know what's going on. They can get rid of everyone. Oh my days! It's the headlines, guys. I won't go into the story unless I really want to. Brentford latest clubs monitoring bees for target El Marla. Spurs eyeing Spence replacements as in an agreed deal. Bro, that's dumb. I think that was silly from Spurs. Just like it was silly from Chelsea to get rid of Cucurella. Unless the players are like, look, it's a new manager. I still don't want to be here. I've had enough. Then that's the only way, innit? I would have taken Jed Spence at Arsenal. People talking about Romero. Fuck Romero. Fuck Van de Ven. Fuck half of their players. I would have taken Jed Spence, though. Had a shit season last year, but there's a player there, innit? There is. Not just because everyone wants to call me. Yeah. 30 million. Spurs agree £30 million deal with Inter for Spence, and we was nowhere near it. They wouldn't have agreed that money for us, though, would they? And I hear that, but it don't matter. You still got to try and go in and turn the player's head, because if he knows raw, I don't even have to leave England. I can go to the champions. Like, you never know. You just never know. But we don't even get that chance because we don't ever put the money down. Like, it's a joke. He's going to Inter, man. Here we go. Romero to Atleti. Here we go. Another here we go for Chelsea. Oh, I'm sick of it, bro. Selling players. We couldn't sell water to a whale, bro. Arsenal in talks with Leverkusen over Qadsiah. I mean, fuck you know. Did anyone see this kid at the World Cup, bro? Pants like this. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. Bowen. As long as West Ham get back to the PL, I don't care how we do it. Again, what a dickhead. I feel like he's being kept hostage at this point. I feel like he's being kept hostage. Let other players leave West Ham, but never Bowen. I would have taken Bowen at Arsenal. He's 29 views. I don't care. I would have taken him. Not fucking Qadsiah, but here we are. Man United, Real Madrid, Newcastle unveil third kits. I'm not going to lie. That's a banging kit. So I don't know about this whole Adidas Devils and Snapdragon, but it's not that ugly. Like, I think it's a banging kit. I love the colour. I love the stripes on the shoulders. Adidas have been killing it. How you made a kit like that for them? What's our third kit like? I swear it's a little bit like that in colour as well. That's a banging kit. I'm not going to lie. Gomez signs new contracts. You know, Brighton just ticking along. You know, the great institution of Brighton and Hove. You know what I mean? They get the best players and they sell them for buku bucks. Arteta to speak ahead of Community Shield. Nah, I don't care. City, Maresco. No, big up Jez. I swear he called him Maresco yesterday. I was crying. I can't lie. I was like, and big up to Norms. He's no Gabriel Magalhaes. He said Gabriel Mangalese. I was dying. I'm sorry. I'm petty like that, innit? Even when I make a mistake, I'll be sitting there just dying. Like, yeah. So Jez called Maresco. I was dying. And Normski said Mangalhaes or Mangalese. I was busting up, bro. I can't lie. Big them up though. Enjoyed the bruised banana yesterday. I just didn't come in the comments because I was watching it on my phone and I couldn't be asked to type. Chelsea yet to receive a City bid. I mean, this guy's rubbish as well, though. And look at Chelsea. They're feeling so big, bad, and boasty. They can set deadlines. Deadlines. They finished 10th, did they? They finished 10th in the league or 9th, and you're setting deadlines. We can't even, we're getting hijacked for our so-called big targets. These men are setting deadlines. Oh, my days. I think they've been hypnotized. Like, we know you was Tim Pot back in the day, but now you're bad boys. You're going to have the attitude of bad boys. You're going to be the best sellers on the market. Make it make sense. They setting deadlines, my people. That's wild. But listen, if City want to take Maresca's old players from Chelsea, I'm good with that. You're turning Man City into Chelsea. If I was City fans, I'd be pissed about Enzo. And you're getting rid of Reijnders and bringing in Enzo. Rodri's going. And you're bringing in Enzo and Elliot Anderson. My bro, that's a downgrade for me. Now, we don't know until it happens. But just off of the names alone, that's a downgrade. So I'm like, yeah, let it continue. I was upset Reijnders is gone. Because why weren't we in for him? I don't know where he would have played, but it don't matter. He's a big player. Like, what? But I am happy that he's not with City. And they're losing these players, man. And look at who they're getting in. Talking of Neto, talking of Maresca. Fernandez. Let me not talk too much about Neto because we might end up with him. But look. Just like Ruben Amorim's trying to turn AC Milan into his dead United project. It's mad. Engels' contract length revealed for West Ham. Again, Wi-Fi password jokes. I don't care about that. Paper talk. We might as well go into this because I know later on or further down there's going to be jack shit. And then we'll have a quick look at the puppet. And then we'll be right back to the comments. I am probably going to start having to do the press conference again. People was asking me for that the other day. But it pains me to my soul to do it. You guys know it, and you guys still want to see it. Morbid. I know. So we've got to provide for the people. Arsenal transfer news. Gunners discuss. Why are you discussing anything? This is what I'm trying to say. I fucking can't with this club. Why are you discussing anything, big man? You should have had your list already. Osherman, fucking Gyökeres, Alvarez. Have your list already. I'm so fed up. And if you get rid of these Haaland guys for pure profit, I'm going to go fucking mad. What's that going to mean to you lot? Nothing, probably. But you might hear a little story down the line. Oh, like, you know, Mikel's been stabbed in his face because he popped his window. You know, oh, would you sign this knife for me, Mikel? Would you sign this brick? And then just bust his face, bro. I swear to God. Try and calm down. Bro, I'm seeing Wanyeri. Why am I seeing his name? I'm saying it. I don't care whether you believe me or not. I don't care who else disagrees. If you're happy to see any of these guys go, not Martinelli, Wanyeri or Skelly, you're not an Arsenal fan. Simple. 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 Latest news, discussion, his availability. What's there to discuss? He's available. Every player is available for the right price, or unless there is no suitable replacement. This is Galatasaray, bro. Who cares? Go and put the money down. What are you in discussions about? Do you know what I mean? Exploring. Here we go again. Dora the Explorer. Gunners also open to offers for Martinelli and Ethan. I'm telling you, bro. When I say I'm gonna probably watch a lot more of another club this season, I'm not even joking. Not in the Premier League, obviously, Championship or abroad. My club is dead. Nicholas Jackson is open to staying at Chelsea. I mean, what other options has he got? He better not be coming to Arsenal. Kuhaib Drench, I can't even say that. Watch is Rangers. Again, they telling me about SPL, bruv. Don't give a shit. This guy, bruv, Konza, 60 million. What? What is going on in the world of football, man? Osherman's availability has been raised between Arsenal and Galatasaray. Fuck's sake, bro. You can take Martinelli all you want. If you get rid of Ethan, I promise you now, bro, something's got to happen. Something's got to happen. Something has got to happen, bro. You lot are just going to be like, oh, well. You know what I mean? Even those people that are like, well, you know, he wants to play football. And I'm with that as well. But no, bro, no, I don't want to hear none of that. We get rid of Wanyeri, bro. I swear, Bert, Arteta, KSC, none of them are safe. None of them are safe. They can all fuck off out of my club, innit? And if we sell Wanyeri, I'm going to go down there at some point, bro. I'll wait outside. I'll wait for his car to pull out. I'm egging the fuck out of him, bro. I'm bricking his car. I'll go to jail. I swear to God, bro. I've never been jail in my life. I've done bad boy things. I've never been jail in my life. I will go jail for this, innit? Or if someone fucks with my daughter, I'm definitely going to jail. Because I ain't coming to play fair. Too old to be fighting. Do you understand what I'm saying? Madness. Ethan, that's winding me up. It's, oh my days. It's like I'm getting triggered. Why the fuck are we talking about Skelly and Wanyeri to sell? And you want to know why I'm so upset with my club? Because they're doing thick things all the flipping time, bro. Arteta's got way too much power. Way too much power. See them breaking through. Skelly and Wanyeri, a wonder story, best friends. Like, bro, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Fuck this club, innit? Prospect of selling various squad members to the Turkish side. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, you want to get Osherman for Osherman? I don't know. I'd maybe do the swap for Martinelli, but there wouldn't be no money on top, bruv. What's man talking about? What's man talking about? Did Galatasaray win the league last year? Did they win in Europe? Is Osherman even the top scorer in Turkey? Man, I can't believe I'm hearing Wanyeri, bro. It's winding me up to the utmost, bro. Martinelli, fuck off. I'll drive you there myself. Lebanese, bruv. This guy's not Brazilian, but you want to fuck around with Ethan and Miles? I swear. If any real Arsenal fans feel the way I feel, we're going to have to assemble. We're going to have to assemble. Yeah? Arsenal fans, assemble, bro. We're going to have to assemble. And even if you're a top spooner, but you love Ethan Wanyeri, we have to assemble. There needs to be a petition for that. Make you lot sell those Reijnders, bro. 10,000 seats empty at the Emirates. It's not going to happen. You got too many lemons, but that's what it should be. Yeah, if Florentino Perez don't adhere to his promises, they're kicking off, bro. They'll come to the stadium, they'll come to the training ground, they'll mash up cars. That's how it's meant to be. Because we're the ones that's made you not even be here to be a business. The fans. That's wound me up, guys. I'm sorry if it's no one's fault. Arsenal's fault, bro. So sick of this, man. I'm telling you, if you're happy to see these men go, you don't support Arsenal. There is no context. There's none. But they're not going to play you. That's down to Arteta. So let's sack him then. Let's put pressure on the KSCs. Put pressure. He's not playing like he's bad. He's being shunned. Look at his body language in the first season. What Saka's not playing. And my manager is believing in me and putting me on the right. What did we get back from him? 9 to 10 goals. Ooh, wingers couldn't even do that last year. That's what we got out of Ethan. And then what have you done since? Treated him like he's got fucking leprosy or something. Treated him like he's shat his pants. No, don't go near him. He stinks. What do you think's going to happen? I swear, guys, this is winding me up. Nicholas Jackson, you better stay at Chelsea, bruv. I'm going to have to do the European Ultra thing by myself. Chelsea ready to cash in on Liam Delap, just 12 months, and they're demanding 50 million. What? Can someone explain to me what's going on at Chelsea? I need to know. Because someone will come in. They might not pay the 50 million, but they'll loan him. Why are we not loaning out Gabriel Jesus then, if no one wants to pay for him? Huh? Why are we not loaning out Havertz? Every club, if it don't work, we're just going to get rid of you. Except for Arsenal, we're adopting everyone. Like, you've got a fucking, a player's not just for Christmas, it's for life. Like, that's what we're on. Fucking hate this club, I swear. PSV Eindhoven winger Kuhab, I could never say his name, was at Ibrox again. Why the fuck are you telling us that? Talented teens. We've got themselves a whole new segment now in the paper talk. Because there's no news. Liverpool and Arsenal are heading to a tribunal after failing to agree compensation for 16-year-old prospect Vincent Joseph following the striker's switch to the London side. What's going on there? Why do you think Per Mertesacker left anyway? Because he was doing a bad boy job at Hale End, uncovering bare diamonds, and they don't get to the first team. They don't get used. They just get sold. So Mertesacker's thinking, what's the point of this? I don't blame Per whatsoever. Anyway, highly rated 16-year-old central midfielder Javier Parker has agreed a new long-term contract with Man City amid interest from Liverpool and United. And finally, West Ham bosses have banned much mocked half and half scarfed. Exactly, yeah, much mocked. They're right. What are you doing half and half? Never wear a half and half, bro. Get them out of here, bro. Well done, West Ham. Well done. Right, let me get out of this. I'll go over to X quickly, and then I'll jump into the comments. Let's hope we've got more than 13 people. But if we ain't, we ain't. People that are here with me, enough love, man. Enough love. Let me try and... Oh, no, look, 16, so not too far off it. Jesus Christ. That's why I might have to share it as well, because I don't expect loads. I don't expect to get, like, Shane, like, hundreds and that. Or eventually I'd like to get there. But how? How do you do it? I don't know. But especially because, like I said, it's either fucking Big Six Bants, Troops, now you got Lee, football with ends. There's so many people that are just coming to this time of the day all of a sudden, and that's fucked my shit up. You know, it just has, like, it's not their fault, but that's just, yeah, we're not stupid enough to not know why it is as well. On top of the fact that people might just think I'm negative and moany, that's fine, but nah, these other things happen as well, and everyone wants to start around these times now. Don't understand it, but there you go. I know people have seen my thing because I've heard things that I say on other people's channels, word for word. I know you know about my thing. Maybe that's why, innit? I don't know. Me and Shane kind of was killing it from the morning to the afternoon, and now everyone's just like, whoa. So it's difficult, you know? But anyway, let's do some, let's show you what I'm looking at. Let's get some honorable mentions if we can as well. Let's make sure it's on the screen. It is on the screen for you legends. And look at this legend, Jamie Phillips. It's Thursday night, so that means vibes with Team Coppish. Callum and those guys there. Any Liverpool fans. Big up to Jamie Phillips, by the way, because next week, Tuesday, Liverpool fans, we have it under the lens with Jamie Phillips. Yeah? So if you guys know about him, he goes on with Don, goes on with Coppish. You should recognize his boat race if you see him. Big up to Jamie, man. Big up to the Dread as well. I said to just keep making videos, bro. Just clean up, because you're gonna get loads of traffic. Because Newcastle are like turning into the ultimate cocks, innit? You're gonna get loads of traffic. Just keep pumping them out. He's doing brilliantly as well. And furthermore, we're gonna repost that for Dread, and we're gonna repost for Jamie. Big up to Qadsiah. Here you are, finally. I've seen you doing it before, but I don't know why it never come up in the mentions. Hendo, my brother. It's looking long for today, my bro. I can't lie. But tomorrow or Sunday, even Monday, I will try and get there. And my apologies, Hendo. My apologies. Spurs Kings, look at this. Deji reposted it though. Big up to Deji. That's my bro. And look, so now, did you see this over Pedro Neto. Did you see this over? Who else have we been linked with? Who else have we been linked with? I can't remember. I don't know why I'm having a bit of a brain fart. But I was saying it earlier in the show. I'm seeing people making videos off of these any people sources. Now you're seeing Fabrizio putting it there. Now you got to take it a bit more seriously. I hope he's wrong. I hope something falls down. I doubt it though. I doubt it. Do you know when you hear it from him or Ornstein, it might not still happen, but it's 80% true, innit? Let's read what he says. They've made contacts with his camp over a possible move this week. Initial talks as Rob Dorset Sky. So he's from Sky, reported by Leverkusen will try and keep the defender this season. Liverpool had a 70 million buyback clause. Are we fucking on drugs? Is Kwanzaa English? Is that the English tax? He is, isn't it? Because he paid for it. What the fuck? They can keep him, bro. 70 million euros. Go and get me Osherman and don't talk to me about no fucking defender. Because all the Osherman talk that we're hearing from today, who's it come from? It hasn't come from Ornstein or Fabrizio, has it? I'm trying to tell, man. A lot of these publications, just like with us, I have to come to the transfer stuff every day to make sure there's content. Because it's been a dead transfer window and Arsenal's been dead in it. So what is there to chat about? You know what I mean? It's hard. So I understand that stories have to run. Every time I've got I think it's where I'm wiping my mouth with the towel. Let me say this though. I'm going to say one thing. I'd rather have Qadsiah than Mavropanos. Would I rather have Qadsiah than Konza? I don't know. I'll tell you what, we'll do a quick poll in the chat. I want to know what user. Would you rather have Qadsiah or Konza? Both of them fucking sound like the same. Sorry for the swearing. Who would you rather? I can't even type properly. Yeah, madness. I think that's how you spell his name. Yeah, poll's gone in there now. If I spelled it wrong, I don't care. We're just trying to get the poll in there. Jack Swagger, I see you, my bro. Big up to you. Only because I came to the third window. So let's see what's going on. Big up to Sean. Look at that. Putting the transfer stuff out there. Storm still. Absolute legend. Anyone else? Jam Boy. Come on. And sharing out Shane as well. We're always going to big up that. Big up to Storm. Mitsubishi was not just a car in the 90s. Hey, that's when everything was good. Try and get it now. Madness. Yeah, Hendo, all of you legends. Colin, look, you can see him there. My bro. Every day this is, you know. Every single day. So we got to give the honourable mentions. Big up to Qadsiah. Right. Dolmio puppet time. What's your Dolmio day? We're going to find out right now. Paris Saint-Germain open talks to sign Mika Gott. So if all the Arsenal fans kept talking about, why are we waiting so long? You're now talking about Osherman. Why have we not just kind of tried to... because he's a bit injured at the moment. Is it going to stop PSG buying him? No, it won't. So it shouldn't stop us either. I've heard Arsenal fans saying, Gott. We're never going to get them, no? We all know about other people in world football, but does our club... It don't look like it, does it? Talented Belgian winger seen as an option in addition to Magnus Akilucci. Almost done. Ajax wanted to keep Gotts, but now aware PSG. He's 21 years old. Go and get the guy. Fuck PSG. Go and get him. Where does he play? If he's on the wing, like, you're not guaranteed to start at PSG. Like, whisper sweet nothings in his ear. We should be doing the same for Barcola. Not because he wants to come to Arsenal, but because we have to try. Not just say we try, but actually try and sort out our problems. But you're not going to try and hijack that. It's mad, isn't it? Mad. Sporting made clear they have no plans to sell Luis Suarez this summer. That's who they bought after getting Gyökeres, isn't it? What, has he had a bad season? Sporting have been pointing at 80 million release clause to every club interested this summer since June. Why? What has he done? If they're already trying to get rid of him, he can't have been a good season. Look at this. Como have made the initial approach for Liam Delap as strike. I can't believe it. Delap, Chalobah. Chelsea are just getting rid of everyone. Garnachas, Sancho's like on a free, obviously. It's crazy work. Probably still try and get rid of Nicholas Jackson. Ooh. It's crazy work. Well, they got here we go for Gots, so we can't even get that down now. Yeah, here we go 1 hour ago. Mika Gots. Like, I'm sick of this, bro. Everyone that we should be looking at is getting taken up, and then people want to kind of spin back round with fucking Yildiz. Whatever, man. None of you lot have really watched them play like that. I wasn't even impressed at the World Cup. But would I rather Yildiz over Solis? You're damn right. Do you know what I'm trying to say? What are we doing? Aston Villa have contacted us for Polina, but there's no agreement. The deal is currently off, says Bayern. Well, I don't think they want Paulini or whatever his name is. So that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, I thought he was going to go to Villa. Enzo Maresca on Enzo Fernandez. Fucking hell. Deadline at 5 p.m. today. We're busy there at Man City. I don't think we're going to do something today. So that looks like that's done. I'm kind of pissed off because I wouldn't have minded them getting Fernandez, getting rid of Rodri. You know what I'm saying? Getting rid of Reijnders and getting Enzo. That would have been amazing. Exclusive story on Reijnders. Confirmed by Maresca. When the club, the player, the manager, they all think in the same way that probably the best decision is to go. Wow. He weren't saying that before though. Yeah, so Reijnders is obviously not feeling Maresca. Why should he? He came here for Pep. Pep's gone. 1 season at City, you know. I actually think he was good. And now you're playing in Saudi. What a waste. What a waste. They wouldn't have sold him to us anyway, not for anything half decent. So, but yeah, Man City, hold some of that. It's a here we go for Reijnders. He's out of it. Please, this was 2 hours ago. Oh, this is about Savio, innit? I saw the top of the head and I thought it might be Jesus. It's not. It's not. Fuck's sake, man. Was not part of the season or the session on Thursday. A little bit ill. We'll see today. The sessions is in the afternoon. We'll see and decide for tomorrow's game. Understand John Lukumi will fly to Turin. Who cares? David Fratesi. Who cares? Arsenal. There must be something in it if he's putting it out. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying there's something in it. He's putting it out. Same stuff about Fernandez. Rodri Barca, the window transfer is open. We can buy players, we can sell. Anything can happen. Yeah. Unless Barca come up with the money they want. Unless they don't, sorry. That's the only way Rodri's staying at City. Rodri, Reijnders. Who else has left City? Bernardo Silva. Bro, and the man wants to turn you into Chelsea just because he's got a bald head. Don't think that he's Pep Guardiola. He's more like Dr. Robotnik. Now, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. I do think Maresca's all right. I think he would probably do better with our squad than Arteta would. He didn't get to stay at Chelsea long enough, but when he was there for the time, he hit his goals, innit? Get us Champions League, win us the competitions you're in, make us money. All of that he done. Go and ask Chelsea fans, they'd probably rather have Maresca back now. No friendly at all. It's a trophy. I can't believe these guys are trying to say that, bro. Shame on all of them. Arteta, Maresca, anyone calling that fucking glorified friendly a trophy, shame on your family, innit? I'm sorry. That's just what it is. Barcelona consider sporting striker Suarez if Julian Alvarez deal don't happen. Why? Did he have a good season? Because we all heard about Gyökeres scoring 1 million goals in Portugal, but I ain't heard Luis Suarez's name once this season. This is how bad football is. This is how bad it is in terms of the talent pool, players out there, and the inflation as well. Christopher Nkunku. Keep him out of team training. Nkunku can be available even on loan or permanent transport out of Amarim project. But you're trying to bring in Ugarte. Amarim's a scrub, bro. But you better keep him there, bro. Don't ever be coming anywhere near Asna. I'm not having it. Man City is still turning down deals, but they'll get one eventually. They're trying to hold out for big money. Unfortunately, even though Rodri's a Ballon d'Or winner, you're still a CDM at the end of the day. You know what I mean? They don't really go for big money. And if they were, maybe when you had 2-3 years left on your deal, the fact that you can leave next year for free is why City are not going to get a big fee for him, but they're still going to get something. Whatever they get is bigger than our biggest sell, which was Oxlade-Chamberlain. If we sold Martinelli for 38 million or whatever they offered, that would be our biggest sell to date. How anyone's not embarrassed with that, I don't know. Again, who cares about Fernandez? Crystal Palace complete all formal steps for Aynan Kalali. Deal with Union St. Galo. Hey, bro, 21 million fee. for right wing back. So many wing backs and left backs and right backs have been flying about. Arsenal's got none of them. We just keep trying to get central defenders. All of our defenders are centre defenders, by the way. I don't think we've got a full back at the club. Maybe a young one. Make that make sense. But there you go. Villa are set to focus their efforts on new right back after Ruggeri deal announced soon. At left back, Aston Villa interest in Wan-Bissaka, genuine and concrete. Wow. Talking about Arsenal and Wan-Bissaka. I can't believe. You know what I mean? I'd rather have Jed Spence than Wan-Bissaka, unfortunately. But here he is, landed in Milano. Look at him. Feels like he's the biggest. Like he acts like he's the biggest star on the planet. You know what I mean? If anyone's got attitude problem, it might be him. Look at him. Thinks he's Birdman. I'm surprised he ain't doing the Birdman hand rub. You know what I'm saying? But big him up though. I would have taken him at Arsenal, and I think he'll do well in Serie A, innit? I do. Rodri flying back to Manchester from Madrid while talks with Barcelona continue. World Cup player of the tournament tonight, boarding on Ryanair flight to Liverpool. Pussy clot. Man like Rodri, you know, Ryanair. You're not even going to get business. I don't expect private plane or first, but you're not even going to get business. I don't know if Ryanair do business. Did anyone at the airport recognize who that was just standing there? That is bonkers, bro. It's like I saw all the pictures back, not even back in the day, not long ago, about Rick Ross traveling economy, bro. They're not as rich as they seem, innit? Nayef Aguerd to Real Sociedad. Don't know who that is. Again, I'll miss the SPL stuff. We gave you the John Lukumi stuff earlier. That's a here we go. And Ruggeri in Birmingham to sign with Villa. Look, even though this is a private plane, it looks like you can barely stand up. It's still a private plane, isn't it? You ain't seeing these man turning up, doing the line up to board your flight with all the other peasants. You know what I mean? That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Big up Rodri. Musa Sissoko will be the agent of Qadsiah. Again, waited too long. No one's going to get this guy out of Paris. Feran Torres is already... So here we go. Alex McAllister's father, Carlos, my son will stay at Liverpool. Dark. They probably don't even want him to stay. He had a bad season last year, but the season before that, he was dope. So let's hope that he can find some form if you're a Liverpool fan. As an Arsenal fan, I hope you don't. Feran Torres is a here we go, though. That's a great signing as well for PSG, man. Strasbourg presented their first bid at Sturm Graz for Jalen Mitchell today. Exclusive Feyenoord agreed deal to sign Xavi Lopez from Sociedad. And Napoli agreed deal to sign Benoit Badiashile from Chelsea. I'm fucking sick of these guys, man. Can sell. All of their rubbish as well. All of their rubbish. The reason I'm even pissed off about this is because, once again, Chelsea are just getting rid of their rubbish and getting paid for it. And not just that, why is Napoli spending money when you said that you're waiting for Lukaku so you can get Gabriel James? Don't mess up my dreams, Napoli, innit? I'm sorry, Tijjani. I'm sorry, my bro. I got bare love for you, my bro, but someone's got to take it for the team. Don't piss me off, Napoli, innit? What is this? Look at the state of him. Look at the state of this greased up mannequin. Bro, get off, bro. You know, 50, he's going to be doing a Ronaldinho like fucking 46, 47, still trying to kick ball. Carrick on Rashford, I think we gave this to you yesterday. To Tijjani, Reijnders says yes. To Alcas, whatever. Oh my days. Oh my days. What you telling me, Arsenal fans? God knows where he would have played, but would you have tried to take him? City probably wouldn't have sold him to us. I can't believe it's a here we go. And Tijjani Reijnders is playing in Saudi Arabia. How old is he, bruv? Man City agreed to receive 61 million euros. Where is anyone coming for our players? All you goofs that keep telling me, oh, just sell them to Saudi. They don't want them. No one wants our players except for Arteta. Or unless they're getting them dirt cheap or next to nothing. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Arsenal fans rate the players way highly than the rest of the world of football do. Cuti Romero is a here we go, man. We've seen that already. Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah, let's get off of this now. Let's get off of it. 12 people. Jeez. All right, we're not going to be here for very long then. Let's get through a few more comments. 34, yep. Betty Swallocks, yep. About to have a... I hope we get rain soon, man. I'm in the same boat, Hendo. Big up William McKenna. Hope you're well today. Big up Viewz. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Big up William from Trouble. Yes, man. There's not enough people in here to be fair, but appreciate that. The people that are here, hit the like. I wonder what we're going to be looking at today. Will we even get to 200 views today? So when I'm late or I'm like, can I be bothered? It's literally for that reason. It's not me having a go at anyone. Just trying to say I've been here long enough to not be dealing with new plate problems. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I've got it all the time. Imagine this, right? So I finally got the amount from YouTube that I need to verify my bank account. They send you a little, then you got to tell them what they sent. Then your shit gets verified. I'm looking at my bank statement. It says 31p. So I go onto AdSense, put 31p in there. You've done it wrong. How can it be wrong? 31p again. You've done it wrong. You've got one more attempt before we block the whole thing. So I've left it. I'm looking at my bank. It says 31. YouTube is fucked, bro. YouTube is fucked. Maybe just for me, man. I don't know. It's fucked though. That's what I was dealing with, bro. So even I thought, right, finally I've got this little amount. I can get it sorted so I can get my YouTube money this month. I think they're just trying to not pay me. It's not even a big amount either. But I think that's what it is. Because all of a sudden I'm having to re-agree to policies. You're acting like I've not been a partner before. What a joke. Been a partner for nearly a year getting paid. So these are the things that I'm dealing with, my good people, man. But we've had some of the canon headlines. Pretty much the same old shit. Let's get through a few more comments. And then we're going to get out of here because there's 10 people in the building. Bus stop numbers. Then they caused permanent damage to us by smashing us in that final, forcing us to sack Emery and Lego Head. I'm telling you, bro. But you see, Emery, you should have just given him some time, bro. That's all I'm saying. People didn't fancy him, fair play, but why do you fancy Arteta? What has he done that's so much better? We didn't keep Emery for 7 years, so don't ever dare try and tell me about we won the league because we didn't keep Emery for that time. Look at this. I only bought this yesterday, you know. 7 grams, bruv. Nearly done already. But yeah. Big up to Guna. I'll tell you what, let me just take this down actually because I need this fan. I can't even sit here for 30 seconds without it. Big up to William. Dappin's going round. Yusuf's back in. How you doing, my friend? I ain't seen you for a minute, man. Barcelona gang in the building. What are you telling me, bro? Hope you're well. Static's in the building. Hope you're good. Hit the like and subscribe. There's not really anyone here though, my bro, so don't worry about it. Ever heard of Ethernet? Ethernet? No. Is that meant to be a new thing? Something more powerful? Not even that. I think even the internet that I've got at the moment might be a bit better if I was like either downstairs or plugged directly into the modem. I don't know. I got things to sort out though. That's for sure. Kevin Phillips scored 30 league goals for Sunderland during the 99-2000 season, and to top it all off, he won European Golden Boot Award. Yeah, he killed it that year. I remember, like, wow. Ethernet is usually faster than Wi-Fi. Fair play. Is that just being plugged into the modem though? Because my modem's downstairs. Like, so it's going to be very hard to do that. I need to sort it somehow though, bro. There's his Instagram. Big up Static. That's so true. Good shout. Yes, Community Shield is Sunday. There you go. So there'll probably be a lethal reaction for that. Breaking. Tottenham have made a bid worth over £60 million for Cody Gakpo. Liverpool are likely to reject it. Why? Probably because they're not going to find a left winger in time. You're talking about Barcola, maybe, if you get him. But then why would you be turning down money for Gakpo? I don't know, man. Let me know what's going on, bro. I'm not sure what's going on there. Liverpool fans, from what I've heard, that don't really rate Gakpo anyway. So you'd think you'd be happy to sell him for 60 million. Yeah. God knows. Let us know, my guy. Hospitals are boiling hot right now. Feel sorry for anyone spending time in them during this heat wave. It's mad, Hendo. Like I'm sitting there cross-legged and I'm sweating in between my knees. Like, it's madness. It's baking, bro. Dappins, love that. We literally have a week left until the season starts with no left winger. They told us not to panic though. That's what I'm trying to say. It's only pre-season. We've had an amazing. What are you talking at? What are they looking at, bro? An amazing window. Based on what? We're not ready, and we're basically downgraded. We've got Guimaraes in the midfield. That's an upgraded improvement. But is that what we needed right there and then? If you're going to use him to rest Declan Rice, fair play. But if you're not, which I'm quite confident he ain't going to do, or he is going to do, then you don't get ratings for that. You're just taking the piss like you normally. We need a left winger, someone good as well. That should have been #1 priority for this window. It feels like you're on the verge of fainting because of the heat. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Stuck in traffic, shit. That's bad as well. Going shopping yesterday for me wasn't fun. Going out in no, definitely not. Hendo on my way to hospital now. Good luck as well. Deadlines is audacious. Chelsea setting deadlines, but they're feeling themselves. They're feeling us. You set them a chat. I bet you couldn't sell this. They'll sell it. So they're feeling themselves right now, and this is what happens when ego takes over. Deadline. How dare they? You tell them again, bro. The audacity. Hope you got aircon in the vehicle. Yeah, man. Sure, mate. Yes, man, for sure. We got hijacked by mid-table man, them sitting 10th every day that passes. That Roger still looks worse and worse for us facts. Then they all tried to cope. He weren't our thingy anyway. We was always going for Vinny. No, you weren't. We didn't even go for Vinny. I don't want to hear none of it. There was no personal terms agreed. I don't believe that for 1 second. And well done, Rock Nation. And the thing, what did I say after it fell through? I said, what's going to be so important, guys, is if we pivot. And we haven't pivoted. We're talking about Osherman. Is he a left winger? We ain't pivoted. So there was no plan. There never is at Arsenal. That's the big problem. So all of you leave. KSC, take Arteta, take Burr with you. Get out of it. Pagans, do you know what I mean? City should try for Wharton, but 300 million on these players is crazy. Yeah, Anderson 117, Buwadi 90, Wharton or Enzo over 100. That would be crazy. Yeah, they've already said 100 for Wharton. So if someone put 100 down, you probably get Wharton. Would I pay that for Wharton right now? I would. He was on my list. Alongside Tonali. I also like Onana from Aston Villa, but he got a bad injury. He's going to miss most of the season. Big up to you, Jay, man. There's no point in having a youth division if all you're going to do is sell them. Exactly. And not even for big money either. Because if you was doing that, turning over all the youths with big money, and at least you'd say, well, it's bad, but we've got this money to help our team. It's not, there's no, what do we get out of it? Churning out these youngsters and just getting rid of them. What do we get out of it? Nothing. It's a joke, bro. Big up to you, though, Jay. Liverpool assessed in the recent weeks. Cody Gakpo could be sold. First, yes, then no. Now again, yes. There seems to be an opening now. Spurs want to strike. Gakpo is certainly open to the step. Yeah, they've got a choice, Gakpo or Savio. Now, I'm not saying I want these players at my club, but I've always rated Savio as a football player, and I've always said that if someone makes him feel welcome, you're getting regular game time, you might bang, just like Barcola. Gakpo, I think I'd rather Savio over Gakpo, but Gakpo ain't a bad move for Spurs. Not at all. Not at all. How many players have they already bought and they're still buying? And we're just sitting there, sitting on our hands, the champions. Sick to death of it, bro. Oshimin, big up to Jack. I'll take him. Absolutely. Konza, no. Kwanzaa, maybe. But I don't want none of them. The fact that we're even here talking about these names is embarrassing to me. Big up to Jack, man. Absolute legend. Sorry it's taking me so long to get there. Speckled. I said neither. You know what I'm trying to say? Let me go back to the poll because I forgot about that. Let me see what you man are saying. 75% say Konza and 25% say Kwanzaa. Jesus Christ, they both sound the same anyway. Okay. And I said I really wouldn't want Konza, but everyone else seems to want Konza over Kwanzaa. Either way, I would never have dreamed we'd be speaking about any of these guys. But there you go, guys. 75 to 25. That's quite significant. People are saying Konza. 60 million though. And Aston Villa probably sick to death of us because all we do is dilly-dally. If they say 60 and you think you're going to pay less, you don't turn up with 35. You turn up with 50. We'll give you 50 and then you can negotiate. I mean, it's mad. It's mad. There you go. There you go. Big up, man. Our scouts are on holiday. Bro, I don't even know if they're there. Like someone's getting paid and it's just like a mannequin sitting on one of those blow-up dolls just sitting on the chair. Or there's 2 beds in the office and they've covered the mannequin with the cover. Like, it's a joke. And they've snuck out somewhere. Big up to Jay, bro. Come on. Barcola could change the club in the coming days. Could change club, yeah. We've been waiting for it. He's not signing the contract at PSG. And like you said, he might actually want to go to Viewz. I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying though, a big club needs to go in and hijack that. Or at least try. That's all I'm saying. Be good if you got him though. Yeah, he scored over 30 goals for Sporting. Wow, but you know there's Portuguese tax. Well, there's that. He scored over 30 goals, whereas Jokeres was getting 40 odd. But who heard about him? Was his name banging last season? Not to me, it weren't. And I'm talking from a casual point of view. Do you know what I mean? Ali, my bro, scammering, rocking the boat again. Milan is done. How the mighty have fallen, yeah? Trying to turn them into his Dead Man United project, just like Maresca's trying to turn City into Chelsea. So I'm interested to see what happens. I ain't gonna lie. Catch you soon. Off to get my late dinner. I'm done in a minute as well. Like this has been, and I mean we've got the legends that come in every day, but boy, we ain't even got to 30 today. So I'll be surprised if we get to 200 views. It's crazy how Feran is a bad deal for both sides. Barca left with no striker. PSG signed a bad striker. What you think? Feran Torres is bad? I don't think he's like world class, but I don't think he's bad. But yeah, it's a good point, though. It's a good point. I would have taken Reijnders. That's squad depth for real. Yeah, he's always played well. When I watched him at City, I'm thinking, why are City fans acting like they're upset with Reijnders? Like, what? It's another great player that you've got here. But now they ain't. Now they ain't. I would have taken Tijjani's 28. Sells exactly, bro. Exactly. But at the same time, it's like, would they have sold to us though? Because I wanted Kelleher. But would they have sold to us? Probably not. So that's the only positive. Saudi are not overspending money like before the PIF. No, but they're still spending money though, Jack, aren't they? And they're not spending it with us, is the point I'm trying to make. They're still spending money. Whether they're not spending as much, I hear it. They might be trying to lower some of the wages again. I hear it, but they're still gonna have to overpay to bring quality players to their league. Let me finish your comment though. Investment fund has reduced spending on sports and entertainment. They've reduced spending on football and boxing. That's fine. They've reduced it, but they can't just stop it. And if you're going to get players like that coming to the... So you're saying, do you think Tijjani Reijnders is on a low wage then? The transfer fee might not be as big, but his wages are going to be significant. Otherwise, why is any football player going to want to play there? But I did hear that as well though, Jack. So I'm not like just trying to rub it out, but they're still doing business. The reason I even mentioned Saudi is because everyone keeps telling me, just sell them, send Gabriel to Saudi, they don't want them. Otherwise, they'd be trying to give us money for them. So the bigger question is, why is the rest of the world not rating our players like you rate our players? Well, the answer is pretty clear, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? YouTube are definitely trying to be sneaky. Bro, I know you guys probably think I'm moaning for nothing, bro, but I promise you, go on YouTube, type in whoever your favorite creator is, or just type in, changes to YouTube, and you're going to see it. Because it used to be 1,000 hours watch time. Then it went up to 4,000, which is bad. It's hard for anyone. Now it's gone up to 8,000. And not only that, but if you're not hitting certain... Even if you get to the partner program, you hit 8,000 views or 8,000 hours, you've got 1,000 subs, you finally get monetized. If you're not hitting those monthly targets, they can unmonetize you. So they're just not trying to pay. YouTube is the biggest media platform on the planet. They get 1 billion watch hours a day. They're making money hand over fist, and all they're trying to do is just wipe us out. They try and use the excuse, it's because the AI channels, it's because the slot. Well, if people don't like watching it, they wouldn't watch it. Why are you trying to govern it for? What they're trying to do is save money. They've been doing it for time. Me and Shane's been saying it, but now it's got even worse. And we've only got until February next year. So if you're a small channel like me, luckily I'm monetized, but if my numbers don't match up, I might be getting unmonetized. You see, for other Viewz Tube, some of the other channels I've got 500 subs. To get 8,000 watch hours, Don't think that's something easy. It's not. Do you know what I mean? So again, it's the small YouTube creators. And I was watching two people yesterday talk about it, a man and a woman, and they've got like over 100k. And the woman kept saying, yeah, man, because they're not putting out the notifications and our subscribers are not seeing our videos. That's another problem as well. Tell me I'm lying. Hendo comes in all the time. Didn't get the notification. I tell you guys to press the bell for that reason. YouTube, they're making money hand over fist. And even if they get rid of like 1 million small creators, and I mean small, like 2,000 to 5,000 subs, they'll still be making millions. YouTube's taking the piss, bro. Dictatorship. If Saudi's spending money, it has to make sense. No, fair play, but they've not stopped to spend money. And the point I'm trying to make is that they never come for our players. So anyone thinking our players are good, think again. The same donuts that were telling me we'd get 70 million to 100 million for Martinelli. How do you feel now, you idiot? Barely can get 40 million, bruv. But I don't know football, do I? All right, mate. Internet is just wired Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's a lot more stable no matter how bad your Wi-Fi. I hear that. So unless I can get enough, can you get more than one modem in your house? Because it's downstairs. And that's the problem. Or if I can get more than one internet connection, maybe I can move my mum's to the outhouse and then just try and work in there. You know, it's direct, so to speak. Big up Benji. Because I've only just got to this, I don't know what we're talking about now. Bit of a brain fart. Just remind me if you don't mind. Viewz, have you considered switching internet? Yeah, I have. I've done it so many times. That's why I'm thinking it's the address and not the internet providers. They can provide you with 2 modems. Okay. So I'm gonna get that done this season. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is get the one from my mum's, because that's got 900 download speed, but 900 upload speed as well. And that's what you need. You need the upload speed. I've got great download speed even on the internet I've got now, but it's the upload speed that's rubbish. So yeah, and if you can have 2 modems, that's something I'm definitely going to look into. Saudis being careful with their money. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, it's not even about what they're doing with the money. For me, it's that they're not coming for Arsenal players. Do you know what I mean? So they've never come for Arsenal players. If they were so good, if our players were that good, why is no one banging down the door? It's only Italian teams. And they're just trying to find whoever they can because they ain't got no money in their league no more. It's not hard. The only people rating our players is our fans. Big up to you, though, brother. I'm going to message you separately. Yeah, and you're probably right about all of it. And you're right about the PIF as well. But I don't mean they're just not going to buy players. So when you're seeing them buying certain players that they're buying, and they're not coming for any of ours. Crazy work. The kingdom has faced spiraling costs, internal audits. Okay, we're talking about Saudi, fair play. Viewz, what are your other channels, man? I think I've got 3 burners. I can't even remember now. I got the second channel, Viewz, but I've changed that now because I weren't really putting content on there. That was only because last year when I weren't getting monetized, I thought I was going to have to start again. I got Viewz Tube. That's kind of just doing reactions, music, gang stuff. Is there any else? I think I got more views, but I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I was trying to do like a what if series, but the first video was so hard to put together. I don't know if that's going to be good for workflow reasons. So I've got quite a few, to be honest, like 4 or 5. None of them are really banging other than this one. But there you go. Man said Ethernet, ha ha. I don't know what's funny about that, but big up. Just being wired into your modem. As far as I knew, anyway, people were saying that. Big up to Shane again, making more watch hours for new channels to get monetized is necessary evil. Stop AI. But that's what I'm trying to say. Everyone keeps talking about AI slop and even some of the other stuff. But if it weren't popular, if people didn't want it, it wouldn't be as popular. If you know what I'm trying to say, because they do get loads of numbers. Or even these Africans, yeah, they come on. All they're doing is putting up videos about America. They're not even talking. They're just playing clips from TikTok. They put their face on there to say that, you know, there's a face here. It's not a faceless channel. And they don't even talk. There's no edits. They talk at the start. Look at these clips. They talk at the end. Thank you for watching these clips. And that's it. And they're getting thousands and thousands and thousands of views. It's madness. So I hear what you're saying. And that's the same reason they're trying to use. But I don't believe it, AI slot. If it was so bad, then why is people watching it? Why has it got millions of views? You know what I mean? I just think that they found a way to get around the system, and YouTube's punishing everyone for that. 8,000 hours. That isn't light. Do you know what I mean? For me, anyway. But yeah, I basically said what you said before I even saw your comment, because that's what I'm seeing getting banded around. Faceless channels, slop channels. Well, if it's slop, then why has it got so many views? Why are they doing so well if it's slop? I don't know. YouTube, they're just like the government in the UK. Like if you find a way to make money they will put you in jail for 50 years. If you knock over someone, or if you go and abuse a little kid, you barely get a slap on the wrist. You know what I mean? YouTube's a little bit like that. Just taking the piss, in my humble opinion. These lot have found a way to get around the system, and you's like, no, and now you're making it harder for everyone. Rather than just going to each channel and saying, is this an AI channel? We can prove it's an AI channel. Get rid. You're punishing everyone. But whatever, anyway. Whatever, man. Shane's bigging up Mr. Swagger. Big up to you. Big up to Shane as well. I meant the Ethernet is that. Oh, okay. Okay, fair play. You know what I'm like, bro. Sometimes I need to, you know what I mean? Be a Viewz true. Big up Shane, man. I know you guys are all sub to him. Right, I'm going to get out of here anyway. We've got 11 people. It's embarrassing. And I've been over 2 hours. So big up to Shane. Big up to Benji, Jack Swagger. Of course, the legend Shane, Benji again. Who else was in here? Hendo was in here. My brother Trouble was in here. I think Quaja was earlier. Trapping with Jay, Jack Swagger, Trouble. All of you legends, man. Sean was in here. Chronic, LFC Gamer, Ali. All of you legends, bro. Have I missed anyone? William McKenna. Trapping with Jay. Big shout out to all of you legends, man. Everyone that come through. Static, Guna SE, Jamboy, Yusuf. You know what I mean? Make sure you press the like on the way in or way out. United was in the building as well. Did I miss anyone? I don't think so. United, LFC Gamer. Yeah, the same Dons. Troubleshooter, Ravi. How can I forget Ravi? Big him up. Yeah, and we're done, people. We're done. I'm not going to send 9 people anywhere. It's Friday today. We might be back later on, about 10 or 11. Do you know what? Funnily enough, I do need to do something for ViewzTube. So if I've got any spare hours today, I'll try and get something back on that channel. Bav the Ripper, I've just seen you come in, my bro, but we're about to end it. I mean, look up in that right-hand corner, bus stop numbers. Have a great day for everyone that did turn up. And press your bell notification because YouTube is not notifying anyone. And if I am back at 10, you will be informed.
Get out of the state! On the pitch! Oh!
One more time.
Jesus Christ, Holy! What are you doing?
Louis.
Get out! Oh, God! Don't want to give the ball away because that Arteta drilled it and drilled it.